Yo! Yo! What is good? Philly Take Nation. Sixer Nation. Welcome on in to a Sunday night edition of Philly Take with RB. Sixers Game Day Live. Sixers at home again. This time it's up against the Portland Trail Blazers, who come in as a pretty heavy favorite. Are you surprised? Are you not? Both teams have won 3 out of 6. Blazers are under 500. Sixers are above. Wait till you see who's playing and who's not today, as we have more injuries added to the injury report. We have a couple other storylines around the league. And the Sixers are closing off their most filled basketball week of the season. With 15 games to go, ladies and gentlemen, including tonight. We're in the final home stretch, and 76ers are trying to finish off a 5-game week with a W after a very, very scary game yesterday. Can they do it? We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, the community's rocking with your boy no matter what. Let's go, chat. Let's go, man. Lock in, baby. You know what we do. Bring it every single game, bro. Every single game. You know how we do it, man. Let's go, chat. Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you so much for being here, man. Every single game, y'all are the best, and I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are tapping in from, and welcome officially to Philly Take with RB, Sixers Game Day live show, presented by our great friends at National University. As always, we are powered by the Prize Picks app. Tonight, we have the 36-31 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 32-35 Portland Trail Blazers. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day live show where we give you pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions, our analysis as it all goes down. We read out your comments in real time. We get the voice of the fans incorporated, and sometimes we even take your phone calls after the game. Do me a favor right now, go down below, hit that like button for your boy. We got 50 in here already. Hope y'all are doing well. Hit that subscribe button if you want to join in on the family and get active in the live chat. Make sure you turn on notifications. That way you stay in our algorithm and you don't miss any of our live shows, videos, or shorts. Content goes up every single day. And also make sure you follow our socials as well. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, audio, and more. You can check those out all in one spot by clicking our link tree that will be flowing through the chat. We are posting additional content there, stuff that you won't even see here on YouTube. And we are continuing to expand. A lot of good things on the way very soon. So make sure you follow us everywhere. That way you do not fall behind. And shout out to the great channel members, man. Got to give a huge shout out, just a huge tip of the cap to the channel members that constantly come in here, support us every single game. If you want to become a channel member, get the cool emojis in the chat, the loyalty badges that show how long you've been a member. You get your name and everything else highlighted a different color. Your name stands out in the chat, comments read priority. You get a ton of exclusive perks by becoming a Fire Take channel member. So if you want to become a channel member, hit that link pinned in the chat or hit the join button down below. All right, man. It is time to get it started with pregame live show. And you know what? I'm going to take a similar approach to yesterday because let's be honest, man. At this point with these live shows, with this stream, with what we have cultivated here all season long, it is no longer a question of if the Sixers are going to win or not. The question really is, like, the most intriguing part is a new segment that I would like to call Who the Heck is Playing for the Philadelphia 76ers Today? That's our new segment, man. In today's edition of Who is Playing for the 76ers, let's take it to the injury report. We'll start it off with the Portland Trail Blazers. Damian Lillard has not played all season, won the three-point shootout, but has a left Achilles tear that he's recovering from. Caleb Love in the G League, Hansen Yang in the G League, Chris Youngblood in the G League. In terms of the guys that really matter, Shaedon Sharpe, who has been their second leading scorer, out with a left fibula stress reaction. Not really sure what his timetable is, but I think he's been out for some time. And then you have Robert Williams, who was questionable today, but he is good to go, which is a huge add for the Portland Trailblazers. You think about Donovan Clingan, you think about Robert Williams, they are going to attack the glass. So that's it for the Portland Trailblazers, but let's play our favorite segment now. Who the heck is playing for the 76ers? You won't believe this, man. Wait till you hear this. So Adem Bona played yesterday. He is available again today. He has back injury management, they're calling it, which is very interesting. It almost sounds like a tanking term. But Adem Bona will be good to go today. And Andre Drummond, who was out yesterday, is back and ready to go today. Maybe the 76ers looked at this matchup and they said, oh, wait, Robert Williams is playing too? Drummond! Even though we kind of have quit on you for the season, you quit on us. Drummond, we need you. We need another center today. So Andre Drummond is back. Now, outside of Bona and Drummond, Janai Broome is out with a right knee torn meniscus. We know that. Joel Embiid is out still with his right oblique strain. Paul George remains out with league suspension. However, Nick Nurse did offer an update on Paul George. He says when Paul George is ready to come back from suspension, there will be no ramp-up period, meaning he will be ready to go and play, I guess, 30, 35 minutes a game from the rip. So I guess that's good. Paul George remains out today with league suspension. Tyrese Maxey is out with his right pinky tendon injury. Kelly Oubre's out with his left elbow sprain. Jabari Walker was out yesterday with a last-minute illness. He remains out today. And we have a new addition to the injury report. As yesterday, Dalen Terry came down and fell on his left shoulder. Dalen Terry is out with left shoulder impingement. So, that leaves us with the question, who is playing for the Philadelphia 76ers today? Starting lineup will be the same from yesterday. VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, Dominic Barlow, and Adem Bona will be the five. I'm guessing Trendon Watford will come in off the bench. Cameron Payne, of course. Maybe Beauchamp. Who else? Kyle Lowry, Tyrese Martin. Those are the guys available. That is where we're at with this Sixers team. Now, a couple other quick notes that I want to make before we get into this game. Actually, 3 quick notes. Number 1, if we go back to the game on February 9th, okay, this was after the trade deadline, right? The Sixers had won 5 in a row. And then this was after the deadline. The Portland Trailblazers absolutely smacked the Philadelphia 76ers in that game. Final score was 135-118, but realistically, it was a 50-point blowout. And in that game, Joel Embiid did not play. Paul George was suspended. So that was really bad. And Maxey dropped 30 in that game. So without Tyrese Maxey in this one, you have to think the odds are in favor of the Trailblazers, right? I mean, you have to think it's leaning their way. So that's note number 1. We'll talk about the Blazers more here in a second. Note number 2, a lot of people, and it's funny because everybody, I won't say everybody, some people get mad at me and they're like, dude, why do you keep talking about Jared McCain? I don't even talk about McCain anymore. People talk about McCain to me and then I respond. And then they get mad that I respond. So once again, Jared McCain had another masterclass today. And I commented about it on Twitter, responding to a video that was put out. And people are going crazy in the comments. So could the Sixers have used Jared McCain today? Yes. Would it make a difference? Would they win this game with Jared McCain? Probably not. So I'm just going to get that out of the way now. We will talk about it more in the postgame show tonight. But there's no point in just continuing to say the same thing in regards to Jared McCain. The last thing that I would like to say here as we continue to move into this one, guys, it's getting pretty interesting, man. If you've been watching college hoops, there's a lot of good players. There's been a lot of crazy games in their conference title games leading up to March Madness. People are starting to wonder, should the Sixers tank for a 9.4% chance? It's funny, the Blazers are actually the 10 seed in the other conference, and the 76ers are the 9 seed right now. Matter of fact, if we go and look at the NBA standings, the 76ers are only, well, actually now they're 2.5 games up on Charlotte. Charlotte lost yesterday, I believe it was. But right now, the Sixers would play the Hornets if the season ended. Can the Sixers fall another 2.5 games to get below Charlotte? I think it's very possible, especially with the Sixers playing the Hornets next week. So something to keep our eyes on and think about. One other thing I wanted to say too, if you were not here yesterday and you did not watch the post-game show, first off, I don't blame you. Yesterday was another gut punch in regards to the 76ers, and I can see it. You know, I can feel it, especially when I even look at the chat and I see a lot of the diehard regulars that have not tuned in recently because they're just so annoyed and tired of how this team plays. And yesterday was another perfect example. The 76ers were up 28 points in the second half on the tanking Nets, and they could not put them away, man. They could not put them away. The Nets actually took out the remaining starters that they had. Michael Porter Jr. didn't play, and a lot of these guys didn't play. The Nets took out the guys they did have, Nolan Traore and who else? Noah Clowney and these guys. They took them out, and they brought in the fourth stringers. And these dudes erased a 28-point lead and took a lead with 3 minutes to go. So the Sixers squeaked by, as you probably maybe saw the post-game short I put out, but there's just no more conversation about it. You know, there's no more cheering with pom-poms. We have to hold this team accountable, and what we have seen on the floor lately is ridiculous. I understand a lot of guys are out, so I can't put the full blame on Nick Nurse, right? But at some point, you got to look at the coaching. And going back to the video I commented on Twitter about couple hours ago with Jared McCain, it's just quick actions to get guys open. We know that the Sixers roster right now is not that good, but they're better than what we're seeing, you know? And I feel like this team comes out every game in the second half and they're complacent and they just give up, really. So yesterday was truly frustrating. We're here on a back-to-back 5-game week, last game of the 5-game week. The 76ers won 2 games this week? So they're 2-2. So this will be the decider, I guess, to see if it's a positive week. Then they go out to the West Coast for 3 more games, their final West Coast trip of the season, kind of like a mini one. They have Denver on Tuesday night, Sacramento on Thursday night, and the Jazz on Saturday night. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, ladies and gentlemen. Joel Embiid could return this week. You know, we don't know. Paul George has, 67 games in? I think Paul George has 5 games left, including tonight, of suspension. So we'll see, man. We'll see. This team, it's crazy, man. I don't want to just sit up here and be ultra negative, but this team has pushed everybody to the brink where it's how can you get invested, you know? But regardless, we're going to be here every game. We're going to break it down. We have a lot of content on the way. Even in the playoffs, we're going to be streaming other games like last year. So shout out to the diehards that are sticking it out with me, man. Couple quick final notes about the Blazers. I saw this stat earlier. Donovan Clingan leads the NBA in offensive rebounds, and we know Robert Williams is a tank as well. So if the Sixers do not, and I'm talking to Bona and Drummond, if they don't wake up tonight, the Sixers are going to get absolutely plastered on the boards. They really are. They're going to get smacked around. Like I said, in the second half yesterday, it was just a disgrace. Gave up 41 to the Nets in the fourth quarter. Yeah, you got to wake up tonight. And we remember what happened in that last Sixers Blazers game, right? Tamani Kamara was one of the latest additions of, hey, let's have a career night against the 76ers. Now, I have not been following the Blazers, but I would guess that Kamara has not dropped 30 points since that game. That's just the Sixers' effect. So who will it be tonight? Who's going to have some big breakout against the 76ers? I don't know. Maybe it'll be Tamani Kamara again. We will see how it goes. And Nick Nurse, you got to figure some things out. Grimes had a great fourth quarter yesterday, but for most of the game, he was shot chucking and he was just playing very inefficiently. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It's going to be very interesting to see how the rest of this season plays out and what they do and if they can actually get healthy. But I guess we'll talk about it more tonight, man. Can the Sixers actually get healthy? Can they get on the floor? Can they get everybody back? Can they hold their place for now, or do they want to get down to the 10 seed? We will continue to break it all down here on the Sixers Game Day Live show. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our final score predictions presented by Prize Picks. So here's what I need from you. 4 predictions in the chat right now. Number 1, what is going to be the final score of this game? Number 2, who gets the W? Number 3, who leads the game in points tonight? And 4, how many points will they have? So once again, I need 4 predictions in the live chat right now. Who gets the W? What will the final score be? How many points will the leading scorer have, and who will it be? Yesterday, I guessed that Justin Edwards was going to lead the game. He was second for the Sixers. I thought he had a really efficient game. Looking forward to more Justin Edwards tonight. But I'll give you my official prediction on the other side. Drop yours in the chat. Before I do that, got to give a shout out to our great partners of the show over at Prize Picks. Ladies and gentlemen, download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CLNS and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first 5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. Do not miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. You know the drill, man. It's simple. Pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Pick from anything: baseball, basketball, football. We got the World Baseball Classic in the final stages now. We have March Madness coming up. There's so many opportunities to get involved. You can find your community on Prize Picks. They have a social feeds feature, just a couple clicks over to a different screen. You can share Prize Picks with your friends. You can copy lineups from winners picks with just a single click. And you can also do stacks on Prize Picks, which is my favorite feature, where you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Let's say you want to go more on, I don't know, VJ Edgecombe tonight. Points, 3-pointers, and rebounds. You could do all of them in the same lineup only on Prize Picks. So get in on the action. Prize Picks is now available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS and get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Once again, that is code CLNS. When you sign up and download the app, get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks. Big thank you to them. And it is good to be right on Prize Picks. Speaking of being right, I feel like I've kind of, I've got it down to a science at this point with this 76ers team. Like, I've almost nailed it down to a point where I can, correctly predict most of how the game's going to go. So here's what I'm going to say for tonight, man. Second of a back-to-back, 5 games this week. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think the Sixers stand a great chance in this game. Unless they get hot from the field early. I do not like the matchup against the Portland Bigs. They have Drew Holiday, who I think is the master facilitator. They have Denny Avdia, who's in some pretty good category this season. He's been really hooping. He's one of, I think, 3 guys in the league averaging 25, 6, and 5 or something like that. He was an all-star. He's having a great season. Tamani Kamara dropped 30 against the Sixers last time. Jeremy Grant, process Sixer. Maybe he'll be the one to drop 30 tonight. I don't know. But the Blazers have a well-rounded team. And the way that I look at the Blazers is kind of almost like the Sixers from earlier this season. The Blazers have a couple games where they look incredible and then a couple games where they look like a disaster. They're a wild card team. I said this last time these teams matched up. I really don't know, what version we're going to get, but I would probably bet on more of the likelihood of the Blazers just coming right out of the gate, and especially once they hit that third quarter rut, which is crazy that we say it like it's going to happen. We are so used to the third quarter collapse. It's kind of like we just assume it at this point. But I think the Blazers, will be up. I think they'll have a sizable lead for most of the game. Sixers might come out of the gate with a little burst, but I think overall the Blazers are going to have control of this game. You know how sometimes the Sixers keep it close, but the other team has control? That's kind of how I feel this game's going to go. And I think once the third quarter comes, the Blazers will kind of separate themselves. Maybe the Sixers make a little fake comeback at the end. But I'm going to say the Blazers win something like by 12-15. So I'm going to say the Blazers win this game by a final score of 114-101. That'll be my final prediction, 114-101. And this is an interesting prediction, but I almost want to go with Tamani Kamara again. I kind of want to go with Drew Holiday, but I'm going to pick Tamani Kamara just because I think guys have their career nights against the Sixers. And it's funny, I'm looking at the Blazers schedule. He's been the leading scorer in a game this season, I believe one time, maybe twice. And one of them was against the Sixers, and he had his season high. So I'm going to say Tamani Kamara for 27. He goes off again. What do you have, 7 threes last time? Let me check. He had 30 points in that game back on February 9th. He had 8 threes. So I kind of want to go with Denny Avdia as the easy pick, but I also want to go with Drew Holiday. But I'm going to say Kamara doubles back, and he has another monster game. That's a little bit of a bold take. But I'm going to say Kamara for 27, and the Blazers win it 114-101. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 120 people in the chat. Can we get to 100 likes? Hit the thumbs up button. Help your boy get us through the algo. Let's push this out to more fans and more NBA fans, right? We're building this huge NBA community. Let's keep it going. We have 115-100 Portland in the chat. 129-110 Portland. Scoot with 30. Mikey says 109-103 Blazers. VJ with 23. Reverse Jinx, 116-107 Portland. Denny with 33. 133.99 says Cool J. Denny with 40. Less depressed Sixers fan, long time no see. Says Blazers win 125-97. VJ will go off. Let's see. Who else we got up in here? 119-107 Blazers. Avdia with 23. It's crazy we're at the point where nobody is even picking the Sixers. Not even the fanboys. You know what I mean? They've all dipped out because they're frustrated, man. I don't blame them. 115-105 Sixers. VJ with 25. Dances 112-105 Blazers. Clinging with 28. Reverse Jinx alert. Blazers 118-109. Denny Avdia with 37. Followed by a Matisse Thybulle masterclass. Is Thybulle even on this team still, man? I thought he was getting waived. I guess he still is on this team, but he probably doesn't play much anyway. That's a bold take, though. That is a bold take. I know people hate when you talk about him, but McCain played very well. Yeah. And it's funny. People keep it's hilarious. The last thing I'll say before we drop the beat. It's funny. There's people out there that are they're like, hey, you guys talk about McCain so much, but every time McCain has a bad game, they're the first ones to put his stat line up. Oh, did you see McCain? You didn't comment on him today. You're the one talking about him, not me. I just respond and react. Sorry, man. I mean, it's the truth, but you're right, man. You're right. And we're going to talk about Jared McCain on the postgame show tonight because I have more to say about him. So that's what we will do, man. But anyway, 125 people in the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's go, man. We still got the chat up in here, man. It is RB and the community. Y'all are incredible. Every single game. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, man, throughout the end of the season. We do it every single night, man. Drop the beat, bro. We got to wake up the neighbors. They're probably trying to get early rest. St. Patty's weekend. They probably have work early tomorrow. Let's piss them off, man. Sixer Game Day Live community, RB, and the boys and girls. Let's go! Yes, sir, man. Woo! Fire's in the chat, man. Fire's in the chat, man. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to everybody, bro. Y'all are amazing. We are at 52,193, as you can see in the bottom right corner of your screen. Tell a friend, tell a family member, send it in your group chat. Go to your next door neighbor's house, tell them to hit that subscribe button. We do that, man. We are getting to that 100K. Let's go. A lot of good things on the way. To cover the Eagles as well over on A to Z Philly. I just dropped a quick short video over there about the Dallas Goedert signing. I'm everywhere, man. I'm everywhere and nowhere. News happens. I do my best to cover it ASAP. I love doing this, man. Thank you all for being here, man. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all, man. Support me everywhere. Follow me into the fire, man. And we will continue to grow this amazing community. Once again, this is the Sixers Game Day Live Show. 4 hours of what am I even saying, bro? Combined. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words, bro. 4 hours of combined coverage. Every single game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game shows. We just did the pregame. We're doing the live game here. We'll give you the live play-by-play, the live stats, and then after the game, we'll go right into the post-game show after a few-minute wait. We then clip out stuff from our post-game. We put it on social media. Support us everywhere, man. Please no spamming in the chat. Otherwise, the mods will have to time you out. I'm probably going to add a few moderators, maybe 1 or 2 before the playoffs. So let me know if you want to be a mod. And please do not spoil the game in the chat either. Mods, make sure y'all remind people, man. Wait till I call it before you comment on it in the chat. I know we're, again, there's just timing issues that we're working through. Still working through the scoreboard thing as well. But no worries. We will have things ironed out before the postseason, which I'm very excited for. Even if the 76ers are not in the postseason, I'm going to be streaming a lot of playoff games. So don't worry, man. The coverage will still be here. We'll see how the rest of the season goes, but it has been an absolute blast all season long. Less depressed Sixers fan says, I haven't had the energy for the Sixers. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. Shout out to our great members in the chat. Shout out to the mods. Let's go. Let's go. We got Clint in the chat. What's up, brother? Go Birds. Sixers in the chat. Marsha in the chat. By the way, guys, this is the last night of Sixers bonus trivia week. We had 5 games this week, so we've done bonus trivia all week long. Tonight's bonus question will be worth 3 points. It'll be the final big one. But we still have, 15 games left, so you still have an opportunity to get back in it. Trivia comes up at the end of the first quarter every single game. Season says, I always like the show for RB. Thank you, man. 180 people in here. Guys, we need 32 more. Let's go. Let's go. I want to hit up the neighbors, and I want to piss them off. Since Busy's not here, I will post the rules. Cool, Jay, you got to hold it down, my guy. Thank you, man. Definitely hold it down. Don't time anybody out if they're just giving their opinion or voicing their thoughts, right? Just no disrespect in the chat. No disrespect. Don't come at anybody personally. We're all here to have fun and talk ball and have a good time. You know what I mean? Don't be disrespectful to myself. Otherwise, you will be timed out. Easy as that. So once again, we do pregame, live game, postgame, all combined. We've cultivated a great community. Let's have some fun, guys. Let's try to have fun.
Let's go.
Let's try to have fun, man. Alrighty. Anything else I wanted to tell you guys before we get underway here? It's been an interesting weekend, man. Like I said, yesterday was not fun to watch that second half, but we got through it. We got through it. $5 super chat from Electric Feel 7. Comedian Eric Wareheim said, there's two types of people, from Philly or soft. I love the shows, man. Let's go. I like that quote, man. I like that quote, man. There's two types of people. You're either from Philly or you're soft. Philly fans give off this energy, and it sometimes it gets weirdly interpreted or received as like we're just mean and this and that. But I've been to some other cities and I've talked to some other people, and there is no fan base like the Philly fan base, man. Especially in terms of knowledge about their teams and their players. You know, Philly fans can tell you who the 15th guy on the team is. You go to a team in the Midwest or wherever, they don't even know who the starters are. I'm telling you, this is how it goes, man. Philly fans are diehard for these teams. That's why we love them. That's why we want them to win so badly, man. That's why we want them to win so badly. It's where the passion comes from, man. It's where the passion comes from. Philly sports is like a lifestyle, man. It really is. Philly sports, I always tell people, is a lifestyle. And like, I mean, again, you do have your casual fans in every fan base. And you have your bad, rotten apples in every fan base, right? But like, Philly, man, the passion, like I've been to games in other arenas, a few of them. It's nowhere near the same. Nowhere near the same, man. John Monroe says, Sixers fam, hey brother, let's go. We need that VJ3J type of game. Let's go. John, what's up, man? My guy John in the chat, always trying to keep the positivity up. What's up, John? We got Santiago in here. We got Michael says we're going to have a good positive night, RB Sixers for the W. I hope so. I'm not picking them to win, but I hope they can pull it off. It's been a good day here in Eagles land. Like I said, I just got done doing a quick video on that about bringing back Dallas Goedert. So I'm in a good mood, man. Definitely in a good mood. And yeah, see what happens, man. See what happens. Hope you all have had a great weekend. In some cities, a team is an afterthought. It's true. I lived in Phoenix. Yeah, man. Like, it's true in a lot of cities. People don't realize. It really is true, man. Estelle says, roll call here. Estelle in the chat. What's up, Estelle? Thank you for being here. I'm excited for March Madness too, man. I really am. It's going to be fun. I don't know if you guys saw my boy Yaxel, man. He had a game winner yesterday to help Michigan advance. Big time shot, man. A lot of dudes hooping in college right now. But yeah, man. Shout out to Yax. Sixers, they need to draft them somehow. They need to. Brad, what's going on? Channel member says hopefully VJ and Edwards can get each over 20 points. What else we got up in here? Cool J, Michael, Christian, Vic in the house, Kerr in the chat. What's up? Who else? Oliver, what's going on, man? Looking forward to college hoops, man. Anyway, if you're just coming in here, man, once again, an extensive injury report today. For the 76ers, they'll be without Maxey, Embiid, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Dalen Terry, Jabari Walker, and Janai Broom. Drummond and Bono will be available today, and the Blazers will be without Shaden Sharp. Robert Williams will play. Starting lineups tonight for the Blazers: Drew Holiday, Denny Avdia, Tamani Kamara, Jeremy Grant, Donovan Clingan. For the Sixers, it'll be VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, Dominic Barlow, and Adem Bona. VJ was interviewed yesterday after the game. I really appreciated his honesty. He said, look, I've actually never been double teamed in my life. I have to learn how to get better at manipulating the defense when they're bringing two at me. I thought that was a really wise quote from a rookie. I really enjoyed that, man. We'll see what VJ can do today. We'll see what Grimes can do. Grimes had a great fourth quarter yesterday, but still kind of looks like he's playing for himself a little bit with free agency coming up. So we'll see. All right, guys, 235 people in here. Hit the thumbs up button. Scroll down on your screen. You should find a little thumb button. Hit that like button. Get us to 100 so we can wake up our neighbors. Here we go. We are off in South Philly at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Here's the first three from Holiday. That one is off the mark. Klingon with an offensive rebound. Puts it up and in. And he was fouled off the rip. Are you kidding me? Didn't I just say that as my one key of the game? Keep Klingon off the offensive glass. He leads the league with 4.5 offensive boards per game. First one is an and one. I really liked Donovan Klingon coming out of UConn. I said it right before that draft a couple years ago that Klingon and Castle are going to be really good players. We're already seeing it. Here's a Dem Bona going to find VJ Edgecombe at the top. Coming around his screen. He's going to pull up for three. VJ can't get it to go. Portland comes away with it. Here come the Blazers. Holiday with the rock. Former Sixer. Here's Jeremy Grant for three, and he drills it. Portland takes a 5-0 lead. Sorry, a 6-0 lead after that free throw by Klingon. That's how we begin this game. Sixers just lost it again. Barlow fumbled it out of bounds. By the way, the Sixers are wearing their City Edition jerseys, which I think we've only seen like a handful of times this year. I forgot they even had them, to be honest. The dark blue, navy blue jerseys that they have. They've been rocking the black jerseys so much this year, I forgot about the navy blue. Avdia turns, spins, fouled, and won. It's 8-0 with a chance to make it 9 here. So the Blazers are off on a 9-0 run to begin this game? Are you kidding me? Bro. Blazers lead at 9-zip. Jeez, man. Here's a three ball from Justin Edwards, and he finally breaks the 9-0 run. So the Blazers lead at 9-3. Sixers finally get on the board after a disastrous start. Here's Jeremy Grant, another former Sixer, kicks to Avdia, misses the three. Here come the 76ers now. Blazers rocking their red jerseys tonight on the road. Here's Barlow. Barlow at the top. Barlow going to cross over, drive downhill, throws one down.
He's on fire.
Dominic Barlow with the hammer. Blazers lead at 9-5. Ball poked away. Sixers have it again. Woo! Big time slam by Barlow. He elevated and he threw it down over Klingon. Not necessarily a posterizer, but pretty damn close. Big slam by Dom Barlow. Here's VJ handling the rock now. You want to see him get more comfortable, on the ball. Here's Grimes going to step back a midi. Can't get it to go. Bona taps to VJ in the offensive rebound, and VJ threw it away. VJ's barking at the ref. He thought he was fouled. Let's go, man. Chat, let's go. Wake up, chat. Wake up. We need 3 more likes. Get us to 100, man. Here's Denny Avdia at the top. He's coming around the screen. Going to drive. Go downhill all the way. Swatted by Bona. Great defense on behalf of the young buck. Here's Justin Edwards. Going to drive. Floats it up. Can't get it to go. Klingon comes away with it. Klingon has definitely put on a lot of weight since getting into the league, man. He's a big body now. Grant for 3 and drills it in the corner. Blazers take a 12-5 lead. Blazers 3 games under 500. They've been a wild card type of team all year, just like the 76ers. You don't know what you're going to get on a daily basis. Here's Edwards, the crossover, the drive into the paint, puts it up from the nail. Can't get it to fall. Klingon comes away with it. Here's Denny Avdia going to kick it back to Klingon. Klingon going to pull up for 3. That one is short. Sixers have it. 12-5 is the ball game. Here come the 76ers. Barlow, the crossover, the drive, downhill, turns, spins, kicks it back. Grimes pops up a 3. Left it a tad short. 8:25 to go here in the first. Here is Denny Avdia. formerly a Washington Wizard, got out of Washington and his life got better, and he finds the cutting Klingon who flushes it home with the left hand. Donovan Klingon, a back-to-back champ at UConn. Trying to find his footing in the league. Edwards a three. Got it to go. Yo, how many games have I been saying, man? Justin Edwards needs to have gotten more minutes. Justin Edwards can play. Avdia down to Klingon. He threw it away. Sixers have it. Barlow up the floor. Grimes going one-on-one. He drives it into the cup and he's fouled. A blocking foul on Tamani Kamara. And Grimes is going to head to the stripe for two. RB, if we get Yaxel in the draft, would you consider the McCain trade worth it? No, I don't think it's going to be worth it no matter what, because it killed the momentum of the season. And you also blatantly ignored Joel Embiid's request. So that's why I personally think it's not worth it no matter what. However, draft Yaxel, man. Let's find a way to get him. Big time shot by him yesterday. That was awesome. Cisco in the chat. What's going on, man? BLSG in here. Sparrow, what's up? Marcia in the chat. We got 300 people in here. We hit 100 likes. Let's go. Drop the yes sirs in the chat, man. Incoming is Andre Drummond for the first time. So Bona played 4 minutes. It'll be Drummond to sub in. And Grimes is going to knock down 2 of 2 at the line. So it is a 4-point game. Here come the Portland Trail Blazers now. Drew Holiday going to swing it over to Avdia. Avdia guarded by Justin Edwards. Avdia, drop step, a drive to the lane, kicks it out. Kamara thinks three, now pump fakes and drives. Kamara, one bouncer, nice movement. Here's a three. And that was Holiday who couldn't get it to go. Sixers have it down the other end now. Edwards at the wing. He's going to find Grimes. Grimes guarded by Grant. Grimes with the right hand off the little hezzy. Drives all the way. Nice finish by Quentin Grimes. Big time bucket with the right hand reverse. Surprised Drummond's back, but I guess they needed a big, man. They needed somebody to play. Grant misses a corner three. I'm sorry, Holiday. They look very similar, man. Here's Justin Edwards going to drive, floats it up. Barlow taps it in, and the Sixers are on a run. It is all tied at 14. Way to generate offense off quick transition buckets. Off some good defense. Grimes is making it happen so far, facilitating. Same thing with Dominic Barlow. Dude, Justin Edwards deserves more minutes, man. He really does. He really does. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a roll call going in the chat. First off, drop some yes sirs because we hit 100 likes. Second off, if you're a Sixers fan rooting in here tonight, drop some blue and red. I want to see the chat lighting up blue and red. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Let's piss them off, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Drop those yes sirs, baby. We bring the passion, we bring the fire every single game, man. We do it every single game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game shows all season long. We have cultivated an amazing community, all thanks to you. So drop that blue and red in the chat. Yes, the Sixers piss us off. They are like a toxic relationship sometimes, but we just keep coming back to watch this team. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The ultimate irony would be if RB's neighbors are diehard Sixers fans and watch his show. That would be pretty crazy, man. That would be pretty crazy. To be honest, man, maybe when we get to 100K, I'll walk over to the neighbors, put them on the show or something. I like your lives, but I don't like the yes, sir, because I have a sleeping newborn. Listen, man, I'm sorry, bro, but it's part of the show. It's part of the show. Put in headphones, bro. Got to put in the headphones. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's like I'm still calling the game, you know? I'm still talking. I don't know what to tell you, man. Just tell your kid, yes, sir, man. It's all good. Mr. Scum in the chat. What's going on, bro? Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. Edward says, I'm ready to run the Sixers front office out of town. Clint says, your newborn's first words will be, yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm sorry, dude, but the show goes on, man. Sixers on a 9-0 run. Here is Jeremy Grant going to drive, step back, puts it up, and left it short. And the Blazers could not capitalize on the offensive rebound either. Here's Quentin Grimes running downhill, drives and kicks. Nice find to Barlow for three. Whoa, that was an ugly shot. That was horrendous, man. That was horrendous. Here's Donovan Clingan. Clingan going to find Scoot Henderson in for the first time. Got it bullied away. Grimes picks it up. He's got a free lane going all the way. Slams it down with the two hands. Sixers take the lead. They're actually playing defense, which is nice to see. Sixers steal it away again. Nice hands by Barlow. Here comes Grimes. Driving, kicks it. Yeah, don't shoot it again, Barlow. That was ugly. He goes up, blocked by Clingan. Yes, sir, is going to be the baby's first words. Honestly, it might be. I love it. I love it. True says, yes, sir, in the chat. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Grimes going to find VJ downhill, puts up a midi, and gets it to go. Great movement by the 76ers. They look full of energy and full of life here on the second of a back-to-back. Here's a three ball from Scoot. Blocked. Blocked on the perimeter. VJ Edgecombe got a hand on it. There goes Grimes all the way, and he smokes a layup. Grimes had a wide open opportunity. Now it's a 5-on-4. There goes Holiday all the way up and in. And the Blazers respond off the Grimes miss. Here's Justin Edwards off balance for three. He airballs one. Going back to the Blazers, it is 18-16. We got 316 in the chat. Hit that thumbs up. Get us to 200. Most important question, will defense last? It's a great question. I don't know. We'll see. Here's Drew Holiday operating again. Rob Williams in for the first time. Tried to tap in an oop. He could not. VJ up to Barlow. Sixers capitalizing in transition. Barlow with the nice spin and scoop. Sixers are cooking in transition. Corner three, Holiday gets it to go. 1 point game. 4:30 to play here in the first. Sixers trivia coming up at the end of the first quarter. Barlow to Edwards. Edwards at the top. Here's Grimes. Grimes to Drummond. Drummond to Barlow. Barlow to Edwards. Ball movement on point. Edwards drives. Lays it. Missed it. Drummond couldn't tap it. Here come the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Drew Holiday once again. Former first-round pick by the 76ers. He's had a storied career, an NBA champion 2 times. There go the Sixers again off another steal. It's going to be Justin Edwards with a slam. He is off to a fantastic start. Ooh, Holiday behind the back. A little Euro step kicks it out. And we had a wide open three for Kamara, but it won't count. We had a foul on the floor. What a nice play by Drew Holiday. Guys, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow us everywhere. Let's go, mods. We need to see some of these links in the chat. Hold on. Let's go put our link tree up in here. Mods took the night off. I ain't mad at them for it. You know what I mean? They're chilling, doing their thing. Let's go, man. Dom's three-pointer reminds me of Caleb Martin's shot. Maybe, man. I don't know what happened with that three ball. Barlow was starting to look better, and then, like, right now, it just looks really bad. Scoot down the alleyway, goes up, had it swatted away by Watford. Watford in for the first time, as well as Marjan Beauchamp and Cameron Payne. Here's VJ getting active one-on-one. He drives and lost it. Blazers pick it up. Here they come. There's a miss by Sissoko down at the other end. It's going to be Sixers basketball. So Matisse Thybulle comes in for the first time for the Portland Trail Blazers, as well as Sidi Kissoko. Second round pick back in 2023. Scoot Henderson in as well. Here's Cameron Payne, the floater. Easy touch on the float. Scoot Henderson, third overall pick a couple years ago, has not really lived up to the hype coming off the bench for the Blazers. Here is Scoot Henderson. He's going to find Drew Holiday. The dribble, the drive into the paint against VJ, goes up and missed it. Sixers come away with the board. Portland almost stole it away. It's Matisse Thybulle, by the way, looks a lot different. Very different. Dude, Matisse Thybulle, I thought he was going to be another defensive player of the year, man. He just, like everybody else, never learned how to really shoot the basketball. Great defense, but crazy, man. Crazy. But I did enjoy some of the early Matisse years, man. Guys, hit that subscribe button, man. Get us up to 52.2. We need 5 more subs. Let's do it. Welcome into the community. Thank you for being here. Take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
Meet my dad. National University supports all his ends with flexible online courses. He can be a student and catch bad guys on the internet and teach me how to hit a curveball and serve his country. He's an ander. National University, supporting all your ands.
76ers lead it by 5. Very much enjoying the energy so far. I will say, without all the players on the floor the last 3 to 4 games, I've really enjoyed, for the most part, the way they've played. Now, yesterday was a disgrace in the second half, but at least some of these guys are actually giving effort. You know, even if they're not that good, at least they're actually moving around and setting screens, and 4 guys are touching the ball before it goes up. So I'm not mad at that. To be honest, man, a 5-game week is pretty crazy if you think about it. Especially nowadays with all the injuries going on, right? Like, you have two sets of back-to-backs in 1 week. It's pretty crazy. On November 1st, 2016, the Sixers traded Jeremy Grant to the Thunder for Ilyasova and a protected first. Who did the Sixers select with that pick? Furkan Korkmaz, maybe? Matisse has done great things somewhere else. Actually bad, bro. Matisse really hasn't lived up to the hype, for being honest. How cool would it be if the bench players carried us to the 6th seed? I'm trying to win a championship, man. Trying to win a chip, but I do like the way that they're playing, though. Is Kelly injured? Yeah, he's out for a couple weeks. Sixers on a 19-5 run. Oubre's got an elbow sprain or something like that. They're leaving Drummond wide open, not even guarding him on the perimeter. Here's Beauchamp around a screen. He's going to drive, dumps. Nice wrap around, but Drummond couldn't hold on to it. Blown opportunity for Philly. Here's Scoot Henderson. It is crazy when you go back to that 23 draft. Everybody was talking about Scoot Wemby, Scoot Wemby. Scoot has not lived up to the hype, man. Scoot for 3 and drills it, just as I say that. How come the box score doesn't reflect who's on the floor? Because this is how ESPN has it, man. They don't have who's on the floor, at least for this one. VJ gonna pump fake. VJ for three. That one's off the mark. Sixers get the offensive rebound. VJ downhill and flushes it home with the two-handed jam.
He's on fire.
Woo! Drop the VJ emojis. Where's my channel members at, man? I'm not seeing any emojis in here, man. Drop the VJs, bro. That was fire. Fire. That was a smart business decision by Denny Abdi. He's like, yeah, I'm not going up with that. VJ almost had a poster dunk yesterday. So did Barlow. I said on the post game yesterday, I think the Sixers lead the league in almost posterizer dunks. Avdia didn't want to get put on a poster. He said, I'm good. Avdia gets double team. Nice trap by the Sixers. Thibault picks it up, drives the lane, kicks it out. Here's a three from Kisoko, and he gets it to go. So we're back to a 1-point ball game. 360 people in the chat. Let's go, guys. Welcome in on a Sunday night. Sixers Game Day Live. Payne, the fake pass, floats it up and in. Yo, Cam Payne is starting to really settle in, man.
Yes, sir.
Cameron Payne is really starting to settle in. He's getting more comfortable. Here's Scoot. Mid-range, can't get it to go. Payne has the board. Here comes Cameron Payne. Sixers lead it by 3. Payne coming around a screen. Now back the other way. He's going to step back. He's wide open for 3. Can't get it to fall. $10 super chat. William Irvine says that VJ throwdown deserves a super chat. William, let's go. He said the VJ dunk was fire. Drop some fires in the chat for VJ, man. Let's go. That's a big time dunk, man. I like VJ. And like I said, I love this quote yesterday about having to get better against the double teams and just being honest, man. William, thank you so much for the support, man. Let's go. William, I see your Eagles profile picture. Are you subscribed to the Eagles channel, my guy? I'm putting you on the spot. Have you subbed to the Eagles channel? I'm guessing you have, but I don't know. Just felt like asking you. Let's go, man. We got Lou World in the chat. Lou World's in here. He's getting ready for that trivia, man. Lou World, I feel like you'd be popping in here at the end of the first quarter. Then you dip out. Is that true, Lou? I'm out here putting people on the spot, bro. Here come the Sixers with a nice double screen action. Grimes tried it all at the rim. He was blocked by Robert Williams. Grimes had the confidence of a lion for a second. Here's Robert Williams going to find Avdia. Puts up a 3, top of the arc, can't get it to go. VJ has it. Here come the Sixers, 2-on-1. VJ oops it up. Grimes slams it down. Yo, the Sixers are playing with energy, bro. What is going on right now? What? Let's go, man. Here is Scoot Henderson. He gets bumped by Quentin Grimes with 6 seconds to go. And we have free throws coming up. Let's go, man. But yeah, guys, definitely sub up to the Eagles channel, man. This is going to be a big trivia question tonight, man. First one missed at the line for Scoot. We got, like I said, 3 bonus points tonight. I don't know if we'll have any big bonus ones for the rest of the way. Maybe a couple, but this is a big one tonight. This is a big one tonight. And it's going to be a tough question. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Second one is good for Scoot Henderson. 1 of 2 at the line. 3-point game. 30-27. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's go, guys. 350 in the chat. Come on, get us to 200 likes, man. Let's go. I need everybody to hit the thumbs up. We do this every single game. We give you the coverage. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. William says, of course I'm subbed to the Bird channel. Let's go, William.
He's on fire.
Let's go, William. Appreciate you, man. We just had another foul on the Blazers. Blazers steal away the inbound. Sixers get it back. 1 second to go. Watford full court. Can't get it to go. By the way, we have some college seedings coming out. So we'll look at those here in a little bit. But anyway, it is the end of the first quarter. You know what that means, chat. It is time for our favorite segment, Sixer Scholars Trivia, presented by National University. If you hear that sound effect, you know you got it right. Only one guess is permitted in the chat. If you guess more than once, you will be banned and disqualified from Sixers Trivia. I am going to say the question first, and then I will put it in the chat. This one is worth 3 points. Our last question of bonus trivia week, so get those keyboard fingers ready. It's a big one, and it's a tough question, so listen carefully. All right, man. Here we go. The question is, which players in Sixers franchise history are in the top 3 for most three-pointers made in a single season? In Sixers franchise history, which players are in the top 3 of most threes in a single season? You want to get your guesses in quickly, because if someone takes your answer, you're cooked. Only one guess is permitted. Don't guess more than once. While you guys are dropping those guesses, once again, I want to give a shout out to National University, great partners of the show for the last 2 years. Thank you to them for partnering with us. Definitely check out all their flexible online degree curriculums, over 150 of them. They have 50,000 plus enrolled students, so check them out. The link will be coming through in the chat, and it's down below as well. All right, man. Give you guys like 20 more seconds, maybe 20. Once again, the question is, which players are in the top 3 for most three-pointers in a single season for the 76ers? Let's see. Has anybody even got it yet? I don't even know, man. A lot of guesses in the chat. All right, I'll get back to this in a second because the game just resumed, but we will find who has the correct answer. Like I said, tough question. Sixers lead it by 3 here to begin the second quarter. Great energy in the first. Grimes drives downhill, dumps to Bona. Keep in mind, on the pregame show, I did say the Sixers were going to come out with a little surge at the beginning, which they have. Let's see if they can keep it up. Avdia downhill, Klingon. Almost like a half alley-oop, and Klingon taps it in. So the Blazers make it a 1-point game. Here's Cameron Payne driving downhill. Payne floats it up, left it short. Here come the Portland Trailblazers on the break. Sissoko all the way. He's fouled by Watford. All right. Once again, which players are in the top 3 for most threes in a single season for the Sixers? Let's see if anybody got it right. It looks like Lou World had the first guess and retracted his message. I don't know. That's a little fishy to me. Let's see. Did anybody get it right? Let's go. No. No. All right, I think we finally have a correct answer. We do have a correct answer as Sissoko makes the free throws. All right, we got to wait till the next stoppage now. Here's Trendon Watford coming around a screen. Watford with the left hand drive, spins. Watford floats it up, gets it to go. Sixers back on top. I will read out the correct answer in just a second. We got another foul. Actually, no, it's a travel in the Blazers. The correct answer is number 1 is J.J. Redick with 240 threes in a single season. Number 2 is Kyle Korver with 226. And third is Tyrese Maxey with 212. And the first person, according to my thing, to get it right is channel member Mr. Dino. King B was right behind him by a split second, but it goes to Mr. Dino. Here's a 3-ball, and that one is money. Who the heck was that? They just brought in Veet Krejci, that was, who got traded at the deadline from the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Watford downhill, kicks to Edwards, the pump fake, the drive, Edwards off his foot out of bounds. Mr. Dino, congratulations. Thank you all for playing Sixers Scholars Trivia. Appreciate y'all, man. And I think Avdia just got fouled on the other end. Blue World says, I heard the question wrong. That's why I said, I put it in the chat. Blue World, did you even guess, man? I don't even know. But a lot of good guesses, man. Yeah, AI was not one of them, though. Mr. Dino had it first, and King B was right behind. But Mr. Dino, is that your first win of the season? Hold on, let's see if I got you logged in over here. Do I even have him on here? Also, keep in mind, guys, if you change your username at all, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. Let's see if I have Mr. Dino logged down for any wins this season. If not, I don't think so. That could get you right on the leaderboard, my guy. Second free throw going to be good. 1 of 2 at the line. Yeah, that's his first win of the season, according to my sheet here. Grimes drops Grant, puts up a mid-range, got it to go. Grant wanted a push-off, didn't get it, though. We're tied at 34. Thank you all for playing Sixers Scholars Trivia, presented by National University. Avdia misses another 3. Drummond the board here, the Sixers. Edwards to Drummond, back to Edwards. Comes around a screen. Looked like he got hooked onto. Should have been a foul. Grimes driving. He's in traffic. Grimes to Edwards. Edwards thinking. He's going to drive downhill. Puts up a mid-range and hits. Nice shot by Justin Edwards, man. Let's go. Here's a miss by Portland. Sixers get it back again. Little floater from Campaign. Yo, that floater is money right now, man. That floater has been money for Campaign lately. There go the Blazers downhill. Avdia fouled by Barlow. It's going to be an and 1. Barlow did not like the call, but it'll be one more coming up at the stripe for Denny Avdia. So Mr. Dino is on the board with 3 points. Congratulations. $5 super chat from Oracle Brian Pumper. $5 super chat. Yo, this man changes his name more than it freaking changes seasons nowadays with the weather, man. Oracle Brian Pumper dropping in to say Daryl Morey will pay heavily for sins in the next life. Brian Pumper is not happy with the 76ers, but he finally makes an appearance. Good to see you, B-Pump. It's been too long, man. Where have you been, bro? Avdia going to dribble and kick. Here's a 3 from Krejci, and he drills it. So the Portland Trailblazers take a lead. Three ball on the other end. Is that Cameron Payne? Yo, he's going crazy right now, man. Payne's got 9 off the bench right now. Avdia blows by Dominic Barlow for an easy dunk. Not even close to defending him. 7:45 to go here in the second. We have a timeout by Nick Nurse and the Sixers. Cameron Payne is on fire, though. So, yeah, Oracle Brian Pumper's in the chat. He is not happy with Daryl Morey. We have a $2 super chat from Bernard McCoy. He says, is Watford the worst defender ever? I would not say he is a positive defender. That is for sure. I would not say he is a positive defender. Oracle Brian Pumper in the chat. Good to see him here, man. Used to be a chat OG, but good to have you here, my guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we still have a very tight trivia race going on, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out down the final stretch. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got 400 people in here on a great Sunday night. 5th game of the week. We've been streaming a lot of these games this week, man. So I would like to know where everybody is tapping in from tonight. Play one of our favorite segments here in the second quarter called Drop the Spot. Ladies and gentlemen, drop your spot in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from tonight. Your state, your city, your town, your country, whatever you want to drop. Let us know where you are tuning in from. As the 76ers, once again, are doing exactly what I predicted. I literally said this in the pregame show. I said they were going to come out with a surge. Then the Blazers were going to come back, take control. I did say the Blazers would go up by like 8 or 10 or 11. Right now they're up by 1. But after a great first quarter, great energy, great everything, the Sixers have been pretty silent here in the second. By the way, I just saw here on Twitter, apparently Michigan got the number 1 seed. Shout out to my guy Yax, man. Sixers need to draft them, man. Maybe I'm a little biased. March Madness is going to be crazy, man. If you guys don't know the story, I told it before on the show, but I've hooped a few times with Yax, man, way back in the day. It's crazy to see his journey, man. About to be a first-round pick. It's wild. Shout out to him, man. Happy for him. Oracle Brian Pumper says, Daryl Morey ruined my fandom. We got Ben Salem, PA, in the chat tonight from Eddie, Lancaster, PA, from BLSG. Pittsburgh, Kansas. Is that a real place? Palisades Park, NJ. North Philly in the house. Prospect Park in the chat tonight. Got Texas in the house. Lower Marion in the building. Chester, PA, in the chat. Murfreesboro. Colorado Springs, Bucks County. We got South Jersey, Walt Whitman crew in the chat. Northeast Philly in the building. What's up, Philly Shad? Langhorne, PA. North Korea, Northeast Philly, Bloomsburg, PA. Cardiac game or not, it's always a cardiac game here, man. Always. Let's see. What else, man? Very good friend with Yax. Are you? That's awesome, man. Here come the Portland Trail Blazers. Avdia kicks it out. Here's a 3 from Krejci, and that one's off the mark. Blazers get it back. Here's a 3 ball, and it's money from Tease. From Tease, man. We got New York in the chat tonight. Diamond State, Dallas, Texas. North Jersey in the building. Richmond, VA in the house. Europe in the chat. What else we got? Macedonia, Nebraska. Oh, no, I was talking about you, RB, not me. You're good friends with Yax. I'm not good friends with him. I've hooped with him before a few times. But he's cool, man. He's a South Jersey native. Scum, you're from South Jersey, man. He's a South Jersey native, man. Grimes puts it in on the back door. Nice find by Drum God. 7 minutes to go here in the second. Blazers lead it by 2. Here's a 3 ball from Tease. That one is overshot. Picked up by the 76ers. Here's VJ Edgecombe driving the lane. Goes up in traffic. Wanted the foul. Didn't get it. Avdia going to find Klingon. Klingon going to find Avdia. Avdia going to find Klingon. Klingon for 3. Off the mark. VJ picks it up. Here come the 76ers. Edgecombe coming around his screen. Edgecombe drives in the lane. Had it poked away. Tyrese Martin is in the game for the first time. At first, I got a bad flashback. I thought that was Caleb Martin for a second. I'm like, no, he's not on the team still. But yeah, man, thank you to everybody for dropping the spot, letting us know where you're tapping in from. If you guys haven't heard about like Yaks on his journey, man, definitely check out that story. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. He's had an interesting journey to getting to where he's at. So Drummond just set a monster screen on Thibault, and Grimes drills the three. Let's go, bro. Grimes is up to 15 points. Maybe Grimes heard us talking all that smack. Here's a three from Portland. That one's short. Sixers pick it up again. Grimes going to cross over, drive downhill, puts it up. That one is off the mark. Here's a three ball from Krejci. That one does not go. Sixers have it. Tyrese Martin kicks it to Grimes. Grimes has the hot hand. He's going to drive and spin. This time he lost the ball. Kicks it back to Martin. Martin going to pop a three. That one's off. Drummond just got hit in the face by Avdia. Drummond went flying. No whistle or nothing. Avdia fouled on the other end with a bit of a hard finish there. Avdia is going to go to the line. $415 people in the chat. We need 15 more likes. Guys, get us to 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We hit 52.2. Let's keep it growing and going. Let's go. Grimes is going to check out now. He's been playing really well, though. All right. Kyle Lowry has entered the ball game. Well, here we go, man. DJ steps back for a two, misses it. Almost got stepped on. I knew Kyle Lowry was going to enter this game at some point. There's a three ball from Portland. Kamara way off. Here's Holiday on the second attempt. Can't get it to go. Here come the 76ers down by one. Kyle Lowry. Here's Watford. Here's Andre Drummond. Drummond. They're not even guarding this man, bro. They're disrespecting you, Drummond. VJ misses the floater. Drummond gets the board. Okay, here's Drummond. Like he's back in his prime. He's not even looking at the basket. Here are the 76ers. Tyrese Martin around the screen. He's going to drive, kick it out. Watford, fadeaway three. Whoa, he's way off. Drummond misses the rebound and the tap, but it didn't matter anyway. Shot clock violation. Here are the Portland Trailblazers. Scoot for three. Left it short. It's over the rim, over the backboard, and it's stuck on top of the backboard. Let's go, guys. 7 more likes, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for being here. We do this every single game, man. Pre-game, live game, and post-game shows right here on Philly Take with RB. Bro, the Raptors beat the Pistons today. The play-in race is so close in the East. Let's go ahead and check the rest of the NBA here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we got. By the way, the Blazers 23rd in offensive rating, and they are 18th in defensive rating. Don't think I mentioned that at the top because we were focused on the trade deadline or the the injury report. Sorry. Watford gets the board, goes right back up, gets it to go. I don't know what's going on in this game, man. It's very interesting game so far. Holiday misses the floater. Williams somehow barreled it into the bucket. He just kind of like flailed his arm out and the ball ricocheted into the basket. Here's a Dembona back in the game now for Drummond. Drummond played a lot of minutes, 14 minutes. Here's Watford going to turn and spin, kicks out to the corner, and we have a foul on the floor. I got to be honest, man. Like, it's so funny to me. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. Like, there's still people that will admit that won't admit the McCain trade was a failure. And like, we're watching Kyle Lowry play basketball, man. We're watching Kyle Lowry minutes. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? Ay, ay, ay. Mikey says it's almost impossible for us to tank. It's kind of true. Kind of true. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I want to see some fires in the chat. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Sunday Night Hoops, 6 p.m. Eastern tip-off tonight. We are a couple minutes away from halftime. Once again, I want to remind you guys, make sure you follow us on all platforms. Like, I want you guys to go give us a follow on these other platforms that you're on, man. We're doing exclusive content over there, different NBA topics, and just a bunch of stuff, man. Check us out on TikTok, IG, etc. Where is Eric Gordon? That's a great question. I don't think anybody picked him up, right? Or actually, he got traded to the Grizzlies, maybe? Did they waive him? Does Eric Gordon play minutes? Probably not. Lowry 20-piece incoming. RB, we are watching Lowry in the game getting cardio. He is not playing ball. He doesn't. He just runs around. He just runs around. Simple as that. It's funny. Like, every time Kyle Lowry does something, everybody gives him like a standing ovation. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, it's crazy. At one point, even when I was here on YouTube, like covering his team 4 years ago, like I wanted the Sixers to trade for Kyle Lowry. So I feel like it's almost disrespectful to a guy that's won a championship, who's been around as long as he has. Like, why is he even out here on the team, bro? We shouldn't have it to a point where we're giving a guy standing O's just because he makes a play or takes a charge. Like, come on, it's kind of disrespectful. You know what I mean? But he doesn't even look at the basket. He doesn't do anything. He gets the ball, couple dribbles, and he dishes it off. He just fills minutes. That's what he does. That's why they should have never made the trade, blah, blah, blah. We know. We go down a rabbit hole. Let's go. You guys are slacking on the like button, man. Get us to 200. Get us to the big 200. We need 3 more. Quentin Grimes has 15 points on the night. Edwards has 10. These guys have been leading the charge. VJ is 2 of 8. Should have made him a coach instead of wasting a roster spot. Exactly. Him and Gordon. 2 roster spots that were wasted. Hopefully, the Sixers in the next 5 games can get everybody back. That way, we don't have to keep watching this team down a bunch of players. But we'll see. We will see. So the free throw was good. I think there was a technical or something, but the Sixers have it back now. It's tied at 49. Here's Grimes around a screen. He drives, steps back, one-on-one. I see that tunnel vision coming. Grimes gets barreled into by Henderson, and it's going to be a foul on the Blazers. Come on, guys. We got 199. Here's the inbound to Bona. Bona at the top. They're leaving him wide open. He's going to drive and charge to the lane. Misses the layup. Gets it back. Had it poked away. That's just a terrible take by Adem Bona. Just no offensive polish right there. Henderson going to find Sissoko. Here's Scoot. Scoot going to dribble. Drive all the way. Goes up. Misses it. And Williams with the offensive rebound. Cleans up the glass. Blazers lead it by 2. Sissoko just got knocked over on a screen. VJ has it. VJ does not look comfortable right now. I'll be honest. He's kind of playing a little bit timid right now. Maybe they're getting to him. VJ driving, looking for his defender, puts up a shot, gets his own rebound and lays it in. So like even on that play, VJ was like terrified of his defender blocking it from behind. Sissoko kicks it out. Here's Kamara wide open a 3. That one's doinked off. I don't think Kamara's scored yet. My pick is looking way off for Kamara right now. We got 200 likes. Let's go. Finally, drop the yes, sirs, man.
Drop it in the chat. Yes, sir.
Sorry if I woke up any babies. But let's go. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Neighbors just got pissed off. By the way, VJ Edgecombe, although he is struggling from the field, has 9 rebounds. He has the most on the team right now. Grimes, the mid-range, can't get it to go. Yo, VJ is the best rebounder on the floor tonight. That's crazy. Here's the dribble drive, reverse lay. Henderson can't get it. Blazers step out of bounds. Is Scoot Henderson a bust? Is it fair to label him that already? I know the Blazers have to be mad at some of the other players that they could have drafted in that 23 draft. Really good draft, man. Kyle Lowry for 3. It's short. Trendon Watford around a screen, driving with the left hand against Avdia. Goes under the rim, kicks to Bona. 4 on the shot clock. Bona puts it up and lays it in with the strong set. But yeah, the Blazers missed on, Wemby went 1. They had Brandon Miller go 2. The Thompson brothers, Anthony Black. Jeez, man. Cason Wallace, Derek Lively. A lot of good players in that draft. Kamara for 3, and he hits it in the corner. Of course. Of course. EJ Edgecombe. Watford steps into a 3. Terrible shot selection. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Avdia with the ball. Cardiac style right now. 54-53. Here's Avdia driving into the lane. He's backing down Lowry. Kicks it out to Holiday. The sidestep. The fadeaway. Can't get it to go. Williams puts it up on the board. No good. 3 seconds. Sixers have time for 1. Grimes from half court. And he throws it over the backboard. He throws it over the backboard. So, with that being said, it is officially halftime. And it looks like we have a cardiac game on our hands. On a positive note, I thought the Blazers would be up double digits right now. On a negative note, feels like the Blazers have played terrible in this game, and they're still winning. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. Give me one word in the live chat right now. How would you describe this game? Like I said, we haven't been doing crazy halftime breakdowns just because we know all the guys out right now, but we will continue to live stream the rest of the game. We'll go into the post-game show after, and we will continue to break it all down. Thank you so much for being here on the show every single game. Give me a word in the chat to describe this game. My word of the night so far is conflicted. Conflicted is my word of the night. Here's why. Number 1, because pretty much what I just said. On one hand, the Sixers, if you look, let's look at some of the team's stats. Like they feel like they should be winning the game based on how bad the Blazers are playing. Blazers have taken 28 threes in the first half, and they've only made 9. Sixers are 4 of 15. That first quarter was incredible for Philly, but they only have 3 free throws in the half. They are out rebounding, so I'll give them credit on that. I remember last time the Sixers met the Blazers, we were talking about this, but Blazers take a lot of threes, man. They're the 4th highest in the NBA behind the Warriors, Celtics, and Hornets. They attempt 42 per game, but they also are the 2nd worst 3-point shooting team. So I remember we made that note last time. They shoot the 4th most threes, but they are terrible at shooting the 3. So it's like, why do they keep shooting them, right? But yeah, pretty much what we said, before is like Portland Trailblazers, like they're a wild card, Sometimes they're really good, and sometimes you're like, what is this team doing? Tonight's kind of more of like the what is this team doing, but they're still winning the game. Now again, goes back to this debate we have every game. Should we be mad? Should we not? Look at all the players not on the floor, but can they do more with the guys that are on the floor? I look at 9 assists for the 76ers, and I'm like, that's not enough, not moving the ball enough. And a lot of them probably came from the fast break as it is. Sixers had 12 points on the fast break. I would guess all of them came in the first quarter. So it's almost like the Sixers did what they do in the third quarter, but in the second. Sixers usually go into the third quarter and they are completely demolished and they disappear. Today they did it in the second quarter. Will that mean that they have a good third quarter this time? I don't know. The Blazers are shooting 36% from the field. How are they winning this game? I don't know, man. So my word is conflicted. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think, man? Let's read out a couple words in here. We have uninspiring, strange, brawl, adequate, feverish, catastrophic. My word is stalemate, inconsistencies, messy, nerve-wracking. Good words, man. Disappointing. I have no gripes with those words, man. If you have any words, drop them in the chat. Let's see. Let's talk about a couple other things. Let's look at the stats. I think Grimes and Edwards have been the main anchors. BJ has been pretty rusty tonight. Sixers bench has not really done anything other than I will give Campaign credit for dropping 9 points off of the bench, 4 of 7. And Andre Drummond has 8 boards in 14 minutes. He played a lot of minutes there, has not been playing lately. So I give those two credit, but outside of them, we got 5 Kyle Lowry minutes. We got 5 Tyrese Martin minutes. Nothing. Grimes has been pretty good, 15 points tonight, 2 dimes. Edwards has 10 and 1 assist, but yeah, I just feel like the second half was like a complete, just a complete flip of the switch from the first quarter where the Sixers were playing high energy, high intensity, and I guess it's my fault, man. I guess it's my fault because I gave the Sixers a ton of credit in that first quarter, and then they like to do the opposite of what I say. So, anyway, man, that is where I'm at. We will talk about a lot more as we go throughout this game. We'll talk in the post-game show, but I guess my question to the chat is, do you think the 76ers can survive the third quarter? Did they have a bad second quarter today and score 23 points so that they can get a good third quarter going? On the pregame show, I predicted the Blazers are going to separate themselves in the late third, early fourth, but they're not playing good at all, which scares me because they are winning the game somehow. And I just don't know. Like, It just sucks. Like, I feel like we have this like routine ingrained into our heads that the Sixers are just going to completely collapse in the third quarter. We'll see. We will see. Alba says, look, I'm not mad. I did not think we would win tonight, but hoped we could. And to be fair, a lot rest on tonight. It's a winnable game with our trash lineup. I mean, like I said, you're 2-2 on the week. This would be a nice game to win. Finish off the week strong. You got 3 games on the West Coast coming up. You don't know who's going to be in or not. So we'll see. Philly Shad says, we need to draft a shooter. Daryl cooked our team, but at least he's good at drafting. Shaking my head. Well, yesterday, the Sixers had 3 3-pointers made the entire game, 3 of 25. Today, they go 4 of 15 in the first half. Still not good. Still not good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, shout out to the Prize Picks app. Go download the Prize Picks app, sign up, and use the code CLNS. Get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first 5. Shout out to Prize Picks and use the code CLNS. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where the mods are. I think they all decided to take a vacation today, but we will keep these links flowing in the chat. Thank you for being here. We do it every single game. Make sure you get those likes up, get us to 300, and hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on those noties so you don't miss any of the content. Great time to go over there and click our links and click our socials. Give us a follow. See what happens, man. King says we need a shooter like McCain. That is true. We're going to talk about McCain more on the postgame. That is for sure. See what the Sixers can do, man. It's going to be an interesting second half. Thank you all for being here. 54-53. We will be back momentarily for the second half. Do not go anywhere. right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Sixers Game Day Live Show, presented by National University. We are powered by the Prize Picks app. Get active in the comments. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? What do y'all think, man? How do we think the rest of this game is going to go? You guys are still complaining about the halftime music, bro. I feel like y'all just find anything to complain about in this chat, bro. Sometimes. Just being honest, bro. Y'all complain about the air horn. You guys complain about the music. It's funny, man. A lot of cooks want to be in the kitchen, bro. A lot of cooks. Take a check-in over here. Let's see what is going on. I like McCain. Dude had 15 points, 0 boards, 0 assists, only 3 in the game before that. Some of you act like he's an all-star. Guy comes in off the bench, bro. 15 points off the bench is a good game. It's better than what anyone off the bench is doing for Philly. I'll tell you that. Lowry's on his assistant coaching farewell tour. If he wasn't Kyle Lowry and probably not from Philly, he would not be on the team anymore. He would have never been re-signed, at worst traded like Eric Gordon. Right now, we would have a 0.5% chance to keep our pick. They are not tanking. Yeah, right now, but the 10 seed is completely different, bro. They would have to get a top 4. The max that they can get is 9.4%, but the minimum is, I think, like 2%, 2.4%, something like that. John says, we need Edwards regularly. Grimes and VJ got to get the band together. It's a fact. See what the Sixers can do here in the second half. Can they pull it together and win this game? They definitely have a chance to win. They definitely have an opportunity to win, but we'll see what they do. All right, here we go. Sixers rocking the City Edition jerseys that we have not seen a lot this year. Bona hands it off to VJ. VJ for 3. Cha-ching! That's how we start the second half. Sixers take the lead. Drew Holiday, Denny Avdia, Donovan Clingan, Tamani Kamara, and Jeremy Grant. Here's a backdoor cut. Kamara puts one down on Bona. Kamara with the one-handed strong dunk. He wants a foul, too. He's chirping at the referee. Here's VJ Edgecombe at the top, guarded by Kamara. Going to kick it over to Bona. 10 on the shot clock. Bona hands it off to Grimes. Grimes going baseline. Grimes kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards at the top. 4 on the shot clock. Edwards to Barlow. Barlow for 3. And it's money. How can Dominic Barlow shoot a 3 like he did early in the game? That was so bad. And then he shoots that and it looks like money. Avdia wings it back. Barlow steals it away. Barlow has it coast to coast. Barlow tried to slam it down, and he was hit at the end of it by Donovan Clingan. Not a nice hit there at the end. Clingan is chirping a little bit, gives Barlow a hug. That could have been dangerous. That could have been dangerous. They might have to review that one, man. Klingon definitely, all right, it looks like he was going for the ball, but still, that was dangerous. Thankfully, Barlow landed on that lower back again. Got hit midair. That's dangerous, bro. Good to see Barlow smiling. Two-way player that has been converted to a standard contract. Barlow has been amazing. Shout out to him. They're going to review this for a potential flagrant. Do I think this should be a flagrant? No. Do I think it might? Yes. We'll see. While we're doing that, though, we got 400 people in the chat. Let's go. Get us to 300 likes, man. Don't slack in the chat. We need 62 more. Hit that subscribe button. Let's keep it growing. Let's grow the family. We do this every single game, man. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. Members, I want to see those emojis in the chat, man. I want to light up this chat. By the way, the Blazers fill-in interim coach is Tiago Splitter, former NBA player, in case you didn't know that. If you don't know what happened with Chauncey Billups, definitely go do some research on that, man. All right, so it's not going to be a flagrant foul, which I do believe is the right call. Let's go, chat. Wake up, man. Wake up. This is where like I said, you know, I want to see the members in here, man. Drop those emojis. Let's go. Why does this graphic say Quentin Grimes 6 of 6? He's definitely not. He's 6 of 13. Talk about a blatant lie on the broadcast. Barlow going to knock down the first. If Barlow can just keep that jump shot going, man, I really think that he can be a great complementary power forward for this team. Here's Denny Avdia coming around a high screen from Klingon, kicks it back to Donovan Klingon. 9 on the shot clock. He's going to find Avdia. Avdia, Klingon, drives all the way, lays it up, missed it short. Sixers get it back. 5-point lead. Sixers are rolling. VJ for 3. It's short. Here come the Portland Trail Blazers. 5-point game. Here is Drew Holiday. Holiday takes it back against Grimes. Holiday around a screen. He's going to kick it out. Here's a 3 from Jeremy Grant, and that one goes. Sixers lead it by 2. Barlow up the floor, finds Bona. Bona going to turn, spin. Now kick it back to Grimes. Grimes going to chop up a 3. Can't get it. Avdia guarded by Justin Edwards now. He's going to find Grant cutting inside. Grant all the way high up off the window and got it to fall. It's a quick run for the Blazers, and just like that, we are knotted up at 61. Grimes dumps to Bona. Bona under the rim. Lays it up off the rim. Blazers turn it right back over. The pass stolen by Edwards. He runs up the floor, pops a 3. Can't get it to go. VJ tried to put it back one hand and couldn't. They called a jump ball? What? How? How's that a jump ball, bro? That's ridiculous. $440 people in the chat. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Get the chat rolling, man. Let's go. Now we're going to have a jump ball between Bona and Klingen. It's won by the Sixers. Here's VJ Edgecombe. Now Quentin Grimes. Grimes coming around his screen. Grimes working, puts up a three. He's fouled on the floor. All right, I guess we're going to have to do an MVP of the chat, man. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Let's see who can comment the most in the live chat. Let's give some shout outs to the people that are really tapped in, who are supporting, engaging, and all that stuff. Drop some comments in the chat. Andre Drummond is back in now. Quentin Grimes kicks to Drummond. They're still not guarding Drummond. Not even stepping out on him. Here's Grimes, a step back two. Got it to go. Sixers retake the lead. Grimes steals it back on the other end. Nice spin by Grimes. He's running all the way down the floor. Goes all the way. Dumps to Barlow, who kind of screwed up the fast break. Drummond to the corner. Edwards for three. Cha-ching! Justin Edwards.
He's on fire!
He's up to 15 points after his third three of the night. Here are the Blazers. The kick to Kamara in the corner. Kamara up top to Avdia. Avdia downhill, floats it up. Klingen couldn't put it down. Sixers on a 5-0 run now. Edwards to Drummond. Drummond to Edwards. He thinks a three. He drives in. He hesitates. Mid-range. Got it! Justin Edwards! Collins in the chat. Go Birds in the chat. Mr. Scum MVP. Sparrow BLSG. Obligation. Let's go, man. Let's go. Now we got the MVPs cooking in the chat. Speaking of MVP, while we go to commercial, as the Sixers are on a 7-0 run, got to talk about one of the MVP partners of the show over at National University. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to check out National University. They are a non-profit accredited university offering flexible online schooling. Are you juggling a full-time job? Maybe you want to go get that next degree, level up, get a promotion, make more money, etc. The way to do that is to check out NU. They offer 4 and 8 week online courses designed to help you balance work life and school. You get to start sooner and finish faster. NU is one of the largest private nonprofit accredited universities in the U.S. with 50,000 plus students, 250,000 grads, and 150 plus degree programs, credentials, and certificates. They have a 50-year history of innovative learning and support models for working and non-traditional students. Right now, for a limited time, through the end of March, they are offering the Year of You Scholarship. You can apply right on National University's website. And if you are accepted, this will grant students up to $6,000 annually towards a bachelor's or master's degree. New year, new goals, new you. Check out National University by hitting our link down in the chat or the description, or go to nationaluniversity.com and check out their flexible online schooling programs. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Thank you to them for partnering on the show. Let's go ahead and drop their link in the chat as well. Can the 76ers keep it up? They're playing pretty well right now. Justin Edwards is on fire. Like I said, maybe they had a bad second quarter to have a good third quarter. Let's go, man. Rick Bennett in the chat, member for 64 months, says, can we wake up the neighbors? We got to get the 300 likes, Rick. You know the deal, bro. We're at 250 right now. We got 480 in the chat. Can we get the 300 of them thumbs up? Let's get the 300, baby. Rick, what's up, man? Good to see you in here, brother. Hope all is well, man. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Let's keep growing the family. Can the Sixers really do it? Can they keep it going? Justin Edwards is up to 15 points on the night. Here are the Portland Trailblazers. Kamara spots up for a triple. Can't get it to go. Holiday, the offensive rebound. Kamara down the lane. Here's Klingen in traffic, and he slams one home on Drummond. I do find it very interesting, though, that the Blazers shoot so many threes when they're so bad at it. Drummond trying to hand it off to VJ. He does. VJ finds Barlow. Now Edwards, the pump fake, the drive, wings out to the corner. Drummond for three. Can't get it to go. Tries to get his own board. Couldn't pick it up. Blazers down by 5 with the rock. Here's Holiday going to dump to Scoot. Scoot steps into a 3. No good. He's now 1 of 8 on the night. It's Holiday, Henderson, Kamara, Grant, and Klingen against VJ, Grimes, Drummond, Barlow, and Edwards. Drummond missed Barlow on the cutter. Bounce pass. It's out of bounds. It's going to stay with Portland now. Scoot Henderson at the top now, going to find Jeremy Grant. Grant in the corner for 3. No whistle. It's off the mark. Sixers have it. Just about halfway into this third quarter. Here's Drummond at the elbow, not even looking at the basket this time. Going to find Grimes. Grimes from the mid-range. Bounces in and out. Portland with the rock now. 6:30 to go. 5-point game. Here's Drew Holiday. Holiday going to pop a 3. Nice block by VJ Edgecombe on the perimeter. Sixers have it. Grimes up the floor now. Guarded by Scoot. He drives into traffic and spins. Finds Drummond. Drummond tried to find a cutter. Here's Edwards, now VJ. 10 on the shot clock. 6:08 to go. Here in the third. VJ going to take a double screen. VJ at the top. He's going to have to let one fly. Drives downhill all the way. Floats it up. Got the bounce. Sixers lead it by 7. Henderson to the corner. Kamara was caught sleeping. Couldn't handle a rock, and it's a turnover going back to Philly. Sixers have a really good shot, man, of making this happen. With the way the Blazers are playing right now, man, they are not playing good, man. Grimes going to drive, float it up. That one is short. And we got a foul on Quentin Grimes. 259 on the like button. Let's go. Get us to 300, man. So we can hit the thumbs up for my guy, Rick. Sixers lead by 7. Here's Scoot down the alleyway. Kamara, corner 3. Can't get it to go. Drummond picks it up. Drummond throws it all the way down the floor. VJ with a nice tap out to Barlow. Saved the possession. Here's Andre Drummond at the top. He's working against Klingen. Gonna Euro. Gonna turn, spin, hook it up. Oh, what a bucket by Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond just turned up for a second. He just turned up for a second, bro. Sixers on an 11-2 run. Henderson pushes VJ out of the way, floats one up and in. Maybe the Sixers sacrificed the second quarter to be good in the third quarter. Barlow to VJ now. Barlow with 3 steals on the night. Here's Drummond. They're not even guarding him. Drummond has learned not to shoot the 3 anymore. Edwards going to drive the lane. Goes right up and in. Are we doing this? .430 to go here in the third quarter. Avdia, the triple, doesn't go. Portland gets it back. Here's Kamara under the rim. Out to Grant. Grant, a corner 3, and he drains it. Still a reachable game, though, man. Like, even with how bad the Blazers are playing, Sixers need to separate themselves, man. Edwards at the top, coming around a Drummond screen. He's going to drive downhill. Edwards floats it up. Got it again. Edwards is the leading scorer right now, man. He is absolutely dealing. Here's Tamani Kamara, finds Robert Williams III. Now Avdia against Drummond, kicks it up top. Kamara for 3, in and out. Watford back in for Philly. BJ with the rock. BJ driving downhill. He's going to turn, put it up from the elbow, and gets it again. The Sixers lead it by 10. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm not seeing enough hype in the chat right now. Drop some fires in the chat, man. Henderson from the corner and hits it again. So Scoot Henderson starting to get a little bit of a rhythm going. Here's Trenton Watford, and we got a timeout by Nick Nurse. 7-point game. 500 people in the chat. 260 on the like button. Get us to 300. Let's go. I need everybody to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We do this every single game. It is the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University, powered by the Prize Picks app. Sixers' new strategy might be to play horrendous in the second quarter and then play good in the third quarter. You guys know that one meme where he's like, maybe that's what the Sixers are doing. They're like, let's just be terrible in the second. That way we get it out of the way. And then we come back even stronger in the third. Let's go. This would be a big win if the Sixers can get it. This would be a big win if the Sixers can get it. By the way, if this is your first time watching the show, and maybe you're like, who is this guy? What does he do? So I am RB, and we do this every single game, man. We cover the 76ers. We do a lot of NBA content, videos multiple times a week, 10, 15-minute episodes. Do a bunch of shorts, and we go live for every Sixers game. We also live stream other games, especially in the playoffs. We're going to be streaming a lot of different games. So even if you're not a Philly fan, feel free to join in on the family. And yeah, man, try to make this as much of a community feel as we can. Feel like we integrate every component that you need in a game day show. I'm an independent content creator. Cover the Sixers here. I also have an Eagles channel. Sorry, I got something in my eye right now. But yeah, man. The more that everybody hits the thumbs up and comments in the chat, the more that this pushes out to new viewers. That's why we ask you guys to do that. It takes very little effort on your end, and it really helps us out. Essentially, you're telling the algorithm that you like this content, and it pushes it out to more viewers. So that's what we do, man. So right now, like, for example, we got 480 people in here. We need 30 more people to hit that thumbs up. Also, just for fun, every 100 likes, we piss off my neighbors next door who hear an air horn and they get mad, which I find it to be funny. So anyway, man, that's what we do. Shout out to our members in the chat. We got Sparrow in the chat, Clint in the chat, AG in the chat, BLSG, Amoroso in the chat. Maybe I'll gift some memberships before the playoffs. Maybe if we get a certain amount of gifted memberships, maybe I'll match it. We'll see. How is it possible for RB when the Sixers are bad in the third? The exact opposite is happening tonight because they play bad in the second. Philly fan from India just found your channel. You are commendable. Good job, mate. Thank you. Welcome to the family. This is the best Sixers channel for everyone. Thumbs up. Help our friend get money. Okay. Electric. Thank you. Hey, what's going on? Estelle says correction 21-14 Sixers. What are you talking about? Third quarter? All right, here we go. Sixers lead it by 7. Can they keep up the momentum? We have 3:05 to go here in the third. Marjan Beauchamp is back in. He puts up a 3. It was blocked. VJ chucks one up at the shot clock buzzer, and he missed it. Here come the Blazers downhill. Scoot all the way. No good. Cameron Payne back in for Philly. He's had a pretty good night off the bench so far. Here's Cameron Payne going to find DJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe turned, threw it off the back of Scoot Henderson. Keeps it with Philly. Feel free to drop any thoughts you have in the chat. However you feel, man. Let us know how you're doing in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling. Here's Cameron Payne, going to drive and spin downhill, floats it high off the window, got it to go. Cameron Payne with 11 off the bench. He has been a microwave scorer just as needed. Here's Robert Williams, guarded by Andre Drummond now. Williams going to dribble handoff. Scoot Henderson floats one up again. Can't get it to go. Williams lost it out of bounds, and it's going the other way. Collins 85 in the chat. What's up, Collins? Let's get this win. Go Sixers. Beauchamp going to find Cameron Payne up at the top now, guarded by Matisse Thybulle back in the game. 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Cameron Payne with the right hand going to dribble, drive downhill. Campaign goes up, left it a bit short. Here come the Portland Trailblazers now. Scoot Henderson going to find Denny Avdia. Avdia guarded by VJ Edgecombe. 1.5 to play here in the third. Avdia the crossover, the drive in traffic. Thybulle to the corner, wide open. Grant for three, and he nails it. Jeremy Grant is 5 of 8 from 3 tonight. He's got 17 points. Here's Cameron Payne, guarded by Matisse Thybulle, coming around the screen. Payne with the left hand now. Payne looking, scanning, finds Drummond. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cameron Payne behind a screen. Goes back the other way. Thybulle poked it away. He's got a free reign. There goes Matisse Thybulle, coast to coast. And all of a sudden, it is a 4-point ball game. Under a minute to play here in the third. Here's VJ coming around his screen. He's going to drive downhill. VJ finds a cutting Drummond. Drummond goes up, hooks one up, left it short. Bad play by the Sixers. Here come the Portland Trailblazers again. This time it's Avdia, runs into VJ, and they're going to call a foul. VJ went running into a fan, wanted to make sure he was okay. Chad, how are we feeling, man? 4 more likes. We're almost there. Let's go. Let's go. You guys are crushing it now, man. Let's go. Not getting too excited would be a great win tonight. I agree, Mr. Scum. I agree. 18 seconds on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Here's Portland, steps into a 3, and that one is off the mark. Drummond picks it up. Time for maybe one more for Philly. Cameron Payne working against Scoot Henderson. Drives. Now a cutting Drummond. Drummond, the high floater. Got it on the soft touch. Let's go, man. Let's go. Nice bucket. 10 seconds to go here in the third. Avdia guarded by Marjon Beauchamp. Avdia switches on to Cameron Payne. He's going to dribble, drive, had it poked away. Sixers have it. Beauchamp, half-court heave, just missed it. But that is how we go to the fourth quarter. The Sixers win the third 29-22. The 76ers won a third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sixers Game Day Live Show right here on Philly Take with RB. Pre-game, live game, and post-game shows. 530 people in the chat. Cardiac game incoming. I need some fires in the chat. I need y'all to drop the yes, sirs. It is time to wake up the neighbors. If you're new here, man, every 100 likes, we hit the air horn and the yes, sir. And we wake them up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake them the heck up, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go. They're getting ready for a Monday morning. Not so fast, baby. We bring the energy. We bring the passion. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's go. Mr. Scum, I appreciate you, bro. You've been in here rocking tonight. Shout out to you, man. Sparrow's in the chat. TTB. We got BLSG, Marsha, Electric, Corey. We got Evil. We got DJ in the house. Says, don't get too happy. Don't tell me what to do. I do what I want. This is my show, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
He's on fire!
Woo! I'll get happy at whatever I want to get happy at. Sixers have been playing terribly lately. Finally actually showing some fight. Let's go. Let's go, man. Neighbors are calling the cops. Arby's getting put in the cuffs. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. $522 in the live chat. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. We have officially hit the 300. That's what I like to see. We're dropping all of our links in the chat here. Mods, you know what to do. Drop those links. You guys want to support us on all platforms, IG, TikTok, all that stuff. We'll drop our link tree in here. Definitely click it, check it out. Let's go, baby. We bring the fire every game, man. It's been a wild ball game for the 76ers and the Blazers, but it all comes down to the final 12 minutes. Here we go. Get stretched out, get ready to go. It's about to get tense, ladies and gentlemen. 6-point game. Sixers lead it. Vit Krejci, Denny Avdia, Donovan Clingan, Sidi Kosoko, and Matisse Thybulle, the 5 for Portland. For the Sixers, it's Beauchamp, Drummond, Watford, Grimes, and Cameron Payne. Blazers have it. 2 on the shot clock. Avdia has to chuck a deep 3. It's not even close. Great defense by the Sixers. Let's go. Let's go, man. Sixers lead by 6. Here's Quentin Grimes. Stolen away by Portland. Avdia rushing it up the floor. Here's Vit Krejci. Pops out for 3 and drains it. Big transition bucket for Portland. It's going to be a good one tonight, man. Here are the 76ers. Cameron Payne coming around a screen. Drives. A soft touch on the float. Can't get it. Drummond tried to put it back in. Couldn't get it. Now Quentin Grimes. Full head of steam. Kicks it out. Beauchamp contested 3. He hits it, but it's no good as he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. The Blazers have now shot 43 threes tonight, by the way. 15 of 43. 35%. Like I said, they're one of the worst teams in the league shooting, but they take the 3rd most attempts. Here's a step back 3 from Avdia and gets it to go. We're tied at 82. Sixers 7 of 24 on the evening from 3, 29%. What a ball game this has been, man. This is like, if you guys were here early in the season, every Sixers game was like this. Watford floats it up, left it short, and the Blazers are on a run. Kosoko to Krejci. Krejci turning, spinning, takes it back out against Grimes. He's going to find Avdia. Avdia around a screen. He's going to drive and kick. Here's Krejci. The dribble, the drive. He kicks it. Stolen by Beauchamp. Sixers pick it up. We're tied at 82. Beauchamp driving the lane, and he's fouled by Krejci. Let's go, man. Let's go. Here's Cameron Payne, guarded by Vit Krejci. He's going to turn and spin, find Watford. Watford trying to get free. Kosoko and Watford having a little bit of words, a little bit of an exchange. Watford going to find Cameron Payne now. 10 on the shot clock. Payne trying to get open. He finds Watford again. Watford against Kosoko. Drummond the floater. Got it off the bank. Andre Drummond is back. He said, play me, Nick Nurse. Play me. Thybulle at the top. Going to find Clingan. 9:40 to go. Avdia to Thybulle for the lead. It's off the back iron. Picked up by the Sixers. 2-on-1. Grimes to Beauchamp. In the lane. He's fouled. Beauchamp going to the stripe for 2. Is Andre Drummond back? Is he back? Let's go, man. 570 people in the show right now. Do me a favor, like that show, subscribe to the channel. Get us to 52.3. Oh, yeah, let's see the answer to this question they had. My guess was Furkan Korkmaz. Am I right? Protected first-round pick. Who did the Sixers select with that pick? I'm probably wrong. Free throw is going to be good for Philly, though. Who's the correct answer? Show us the correct answer. All right. They're not showing us the answer. Okay, cool. 9:20 to go here in the fourth. 4-point game. City Kosoko dribbles and drives. Klingon against Drummond. He misses it. Sixers pick it up. The answer is Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey? Grimes lays it up and in at the rim and gets it to go on the tough finish. Avdia up the floor. Now back to Avdia, 15 on the shot clock. Here's Vit Krejci. Krejci against Quentin Grimes. He's going to step back. Misses the two. Blazers get it back. Klingon tried to yam it down, and he was fouled at the rim. Two coming up for Donovan Klingon. I guess that pick, so it was 2016 trade. I guess it was a 20. Okay, yeah, I guess they traded a 2020 first, but they protected it. Maybe it was 2019, and then it transferred over to 20. Who knows? Anyway, let's go, chat. Where's my channel members at, man? Can we get some of the emojis going in the chat? Can we get some fires in the chat? Let's go. Come on. Come on. We got to get some energy going. And Klingon going to knock down a pair. Here we go. Clap, clap. Here we go. Clap, clap. Watford into the lane. Beautiful craft, and the Sixers continue to fight back. They lead it by 6. 8:10 to play. Klingon hands it off to Avdia. Avdia against Grimes. Drives in the lane, kicks to Thibault. Thibault up top, and he traveled. Tell you what, man, in terms of Matisse Thybulle, like I said, I really liked him, man, but I don't see the fight in his eyes anymore. I don't see the fire in Matisse Thybulle like I used to. He just doesn't look like he has a lot left. 7:50 to play here in the fourth. Watford turning the corner, spins back the other way, floats it up, and he's fouled. So it'll be Watford going back to the line for 2. Let's go, guys. Get these likes up, man. Get us to 500. It's crazy how bad the Blazers have looked compared to the last time Sixers played them a month ago. Mr. Scum says, I'm an OG RB Philly Take diehard 3 seasons strong. Let's go. Let's go. I do like the fight that the Sixers are giving off, man. Sixers missed the free throw on the second attempt. 1 of 2. Blazers are in a rut now. They have not scored in 3 minutes. Avdia triple. That one's short again. Sixers up by 7 with a chance to really make a run here. Grimes guarded by Jeremy Grant. Turns the corner, goes downhill, full head of steam. He's fouled by Klingon. Let's go. How many fouls does this dude have, man? No way. That's only his second or first? I can't believe that. Can't believe that. So now it is Q. At the line. Tell you what, Sixers getting a lot more free throw attempts than they did in the first half. First half, it was, I think it was 13-3 in favor of Portland. Now it is definitely a lot more in favor of Philly. Around the league tonight, we have OKC, who beat Minnesota. Dallas beat Cleveland. Toronto beat Detroit. Milwaukee beat Indiana. Warriors and Knicks tonight. By the way, Grimes went 2 of 2 at the line. Here's Jeremy Grant going to pop up a 3. Can't get it to go. Klingon tried to get the board, and it's out of bounds. Maxey and Lowry are laughing on the bench. Kyle Lowry's a goofball, man. Sixers lead by 9. This is a chance to really, put them away. Grimes dribbles, drives, floats it up, off the window. Got it to go. Who is Quentin Grimes tonight? 23. Sixers almost stole it away. Sixers on a 13-2 run now. Here's Jeremy Grant going under the rim. Kicks it out. Avdia spot up 3. No good. Klingon gets the board. Here are the Trailblazers. Kamara going to find Klingon. Klingon, nowhere to go. Looking, scanning. Now he's just going to take a 3. Wide open. Drummond left him wide open. Couldn't get it. And another board by the Blazers. 4th opportunity. Avdia against Grimes. Dribbles and kicks. Wide open 3. Jeremy Grant and drills it. Watford completely lost. Completely sleeping on that play. And it's back to an 8-point game. Grimes is ISOing. He gets fouled on the floor. Yeah, man, Watford, his lack of focus, really crazy. $586 people in the chat. Can we do a favor and hit that thumbs up, but drop a fire in the chat, man? Sixers actually playing with some fight right now. Some fight right now. We got a timeout on the floor by Philly. Just over 6 to go. Before we get back into it, one more shout out to our great partners of the show who make all of this possible over at National University. Shout out to NU. They offer the most comprehensive degree program options in the U.S. for working and non-traditional students. 4 and 8-week online courses designed to help you balance work life and school. If you know somebody, or even if you want to go back to school, get that next degree, that promotion, level up your career, National University helps you live your life and achieve your goals. With NU, you can be a busy worker, person, or learner, and a successful student. They understand that people are not pressing pause on their life to learn. Nearly 70% of college students today are working while in school. They understand that, so you don't have to choose between school and life. Like I said, most comprehensive degree program options in the U.S. You can go to school from the comfort of your own home. Shout out to National University. Check out their Year of You Scholarship, open for application until the end of March. Get up to $6,000 per year on a bachelor's or master's degree. Shout out to NU. Click their link down in the description or the live chat. Get more info today on all of their online curriculums. And thank you to them for being a proud partner of the show for the last 2 years. The 76ers, for once, are not getting schooled in the third quarter and now the fourth quarter. Have they potentially learned, like if they were in National University, have they learned that they actually need to give effort for 2 halves of a basketball game? I'm pleasantly surprised with what I'm seeing tonight. I am pleasantly surprised with what I am seeing. Sparrow says RB should be a Sixers commentator. He's way better than what we've got right now. Thank you, man. Appreciate the kind words. Like I said, I like the way we do this show, man. We break it down. We give you the live stats. We do pregame, postgame. We give you every component, man. I don't think there's anybody doing it like this community, honestly. 615 people in the chat. Let's go. Hit the thumbs up button, man. Trying to wake up the damn neighbors, bro. Let's go. Sixers lead it by 8. Grimes at the stripe for 2. Can the Sixers win this game? It feels like it's crazy. So far, I'm wrong, right? I can admit when I'm wrong. I thought the Blazers would kind of be in the Sixers spot right now. Like, I feel like the Sixers have had a grasp on this game for the entire game. I feel like the Sixers have had a grasp on the game, and they now lead it by 10. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. Here is Avdia to Grant. Avdia downhill, floats it up. Drummond says, get that out of here. Drummond bats it away. Grimes downhill, lays it up and in. Quentin Grimes is playing very, very well tonight. Grimes steals it away again. He's going all the way. Grimes did it again. Let's go, Q.
He's on fire.
Woo! Gotta be honest, man. I did say this in the pregame show. I did say that the Blazers are a wild card. Did I not? I said one night the Blazers can look like a really good team. The next night you're like, who the heck is even on the floor? Like, Blazers look absolutely disgusting. They look nauseating tonight. Quentin Grimes, I got to give him credit. You know, that's what I do. See, people never, they're always like, dude, why are you hating on this player saying this? Like, I give credit where it's due, man. If you're playing well, I'm going to say you're playing well. If you're not playing well, I'm going to say you're not playing well. Quentin Grimes has not had that good of a season. But the last couple games, he's hooping. He's hooping. Big fourth quarter yesterday, had 15 yesterday in the fourth, even though the Sixers almost choked. And tonight, Quentin Grimes is hooping. He just had back-to-back steals and layups in traffic to pretty much put it away. I love the way Edwards is playing. Like I said, he needs more minutes. Grimes, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how he plays with, if the stars come back. But Sixers have gone on 2 19-5 runs here in this game, mostly thanks to Quentin Grimes. And Grimes has 12 points here in the fourth quarter. We're only 6 minutes in. So he had 15 yesterday in the fourth quarter, and today he's already up to 12. Also, I got to give credit to Andre Drummond, man. Guy hasn't even played in a minute. He comes back. He's like, Nurse, screw you. I'm going to drop 14 boards off the bench. Drum God. Honestly, man, I think it goes back to the fact that anytime I say something about any of these players, they just start hooping. Let's go. Let's go. Philly Shad says smash the like button. That's what I'm saying, man. Let's go. 600 in the chat. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We got 5.5 to go. Can the Sixers hold on? Hold on. So far, it's not that much of a cardiac game, but let me zip my mouth real quick. Here's Tamani Kamara backing down Grimes. Here's Denny Avdia. Going to turn and spin. Avdia finds a cutting Kamara. Lays it up and in. Back to a 12-point game. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's get a W. Finish off a 5-game week with 3 wins. I'll take it. Cameron Payne going to step back. Payne for 3. Misses everything. Drummond gets another rebound. Don't you think about shooting, Drummond. Wings it out to the corner. Beauchamp steps out of bounds again. Come on, man. Come on, man. Kamara the pump fake, the kick. Here is Jeremy Grant, drives the lane, oops it up. Williams couldn't grab it. Blazers have it back. 2 on the shot clock. Scoot to the basket. He lost it. Sixers have it. Beauchamp up the floor. Watford to Beauchamp. Beauchamp blocked at the rim. A blown opportunity for Philly. Had an easy 2-on-1. Here's Kamara for 3. Misses it in transition. Nobody gets the rebound. Blazers have it again. Avdia wants a 3, and he's got it. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Y'all are making it too hard on yourselves, bro. You're making it too hard on yourselves. Got to do the little things. Got to play full 48. Come on, put them away. Campaign the floater. Misses it again. And we got a foul on Andre Drummond. Avdia going to drive, fouled, and 1. So the Sixers are just going to blow the lead. See, this is why I can't say nothing nice about the Sixers, man. 'Cause then you guys start playing stupid, bro. Stupid. Nick Nurse took way too long to change the lineup, dude. Avdia literally fell into the camera. Get your face out of the camera, bro. And 1 is good. It's a 6-point game. 3:38 to go. Here we go again, bro. Here we go again. Cardiac it has to be. 8-0 run for the Blazers. Grimes going to put up a mid-range. Can't get it to go. Blazers again. 3:20 to play. Here's the drive and the kick. Avdia literally just traveled, bro. Yeah, that's a travel. What are we talking about? He pump faked, threw the ball on the ground, and tried to get it back. Should not be this hard to put away a team, man. It really shouldn't. Yesterday it was the freaking Nets. Today it's the Blazers. Now we got a timeout. It's a 6-point game all of a sudden. It was just 14 like 2 seconds ago. 640 in the chat. Thank you all for being here. This is the Sixers Game Day Live show where the Sixers raise our blood pressure every game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game shows all combined into one. If you haven't yet, hit that sub button, hit that like button. We are halfway to 400. Can the Sixers finish it off? Let's go. Sixers need to wake up here and finish it off, man. Come on. All right, here we go. 6-point game. Watford, Grimes, Drummond, Edwards, and Edgecombe. Grimes going to cross over, and he turns it over. Here come the Blazers. Scoot Henderson all the way down the lane, fouled and 1. Watford, you stink, bro. Bro, get this guy out of the game. Where the hell is Dominic Barlow, man? Getting really tired of Nick Nurse favoring Trendon Watford over Dominic Barlow. Why in the world is Trenton Watford in this game, bro? Free throw is missed. The Blazers get it back. No, they don't. Drummond stepped out of bounds. They didn't call it, though. Here come the Sixers. Grimes downhill. It is now a 4-point game. Drummond at the top. 2:40 to go. I can't believe this is within reach. Here's VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe coming around a Drummond screen. He's going to find Grimes. Grimes downhill. Finds Drummond. 1 on the shot clock. And it's a shot clock violation. Why is Dominic Barlow not in the game? Why? Why, man? Should not be this hard, bro. Should not. Avdia. Holiday dribbles, drives to the paint. Sorry, it was Jeremy Grant. He's fouled by Edgecombe. It should not be this hard, bro. Should not be this hard, bro. Yo, how's that a foul? That's all ball. Yeah, you got to challenge that, Nurse. You got to challenge. No way. All ball. He didn't challenge? First one is missed. Ball don't lie, bro. Ball don't lie. Guys, once again, please do not spam or spoil the chat. Wait till I call it to comment on it. Second free throw is no good. Ball does not lie, bro. Ball does not lie. Everybody's hype about Chick-fil-A. I don't care about Chick-fil-A. Let's win the game. VJ Edgecombe coming around a screen. Now back the other way. VJ against Scoot Henderson. VJ dribbling, trying to find space. VJ steps back, trying to get open. He's a contested 2. He gets it. Big shot, VJ Edgecombe. Big shot, man. Avdia downhill against Watford goes up, and terrible, pathetic defense by Watford. Easy 2. No way my shoulder should be this tense right now, man. 1:30 to go here in this fourth quarter. It's Grimes dribbling, driving against Kamara. He spins. He steps back, almost walked. Drummond downhill. Drummond puts it up. Blocked. Here come the Blazers. Sixers steal it away. Edwards throws it down with the one-handed slamma-jamma. Woo! Justin Edwards with the tomahawk. What a steal and a slam. Henderson up to Avdia. Blazers down by 6. Avdia drives the lane, goes up, and he's fouled by Drummond. Let's go, Justin Edwards, baby. Let's go, man. Wow, nice anticipation on the dish by Edwards. Chat, how are we feeling, man? Drop those fire emojis. I want to see fires in the chat. Cardiac Sixers at their finest. First one is good from Avdia. Thank you all for being here, man. We do this every single game. We bring you this type of coverage, this type of passion. Let's go. Ay, here we go. Free throws were good. It's a 4-point game. 105-101. Drummond going to find Edwards. Edwards up to Watford. He lost it. Oh my gosh, I didn't call back court. Watford, you dummy. VJ against Kamara. VJ's going to spin. Drive, nowhere to go. 2 on the shot clock. He's got to let it heave, and he hits it. What a shot by VJ Edgecombe.
He's on fire.
Blazers lose it. Stolen by the Sixers. Watford. Edwards. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Why? Why? Edwards loses it. Blazers wide open for 3. Avdia misses it. Williams goes up and taps it in. Oh, 4-point game. Grimes, hold it. Hold it. Oh, he almost lost it. He got fouled. Dude, VJ Edgecombe is so freaking clutch, bro. VJ Edgecombe is like the third best NBA shooter this season in the clutch as a rookie. He is so good, man. How did he make that shot? That's just an unbelievable shot, man. Drop the VJ emojis in the chat. 20 seconds to go. Grimes hits the first. Wow, man. What a shot by VJ Edgecombe, man. Wow. Guys, real stuff, man. Thank you all to everybody in the chat. You guys are amazing. I love experiencing these moments with you all in real time, even though they raise my blood pressure. Second free throw is good for Q Dot, and we have a timeout on the floor. Come on, let's wrap it up, baby. Let's wrap it up. That was definitely a backcourt violation that they did not call on Trendon Watford. I don't know why Nick Nurse continues to favor Trendon Watford. Makes no sense to me. Barlow should be in the game, but whatever. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do this every game. Thank y'all for being here. We got Postgame coming up next, right on this stream. You don't even have to go anywhere. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Can the Sixers finish it off? VJ's so clutch, man. It's insane. Yeah, to the 23 people that voted no on the poll, you're weird, bro. But guess what? You guys are helping this show anyway. So just by being a weird troll, just by being here being weird, man, you're still helping us grow, bro. You can't stop us. We're like we just grow, bro. We're like inevitable. Just want y'all to know that. This community is the best, man. Y'all are amazing. Let's go. Can we finish it off, baby? Let's go. Come on. Let's finish it off, man. Shout out to my diehards in the chat. Let's go. Can the Sixers get it done? 20 seconds to play. Here's the inbound. Jeremy Grant lost it. Blazers pick it up. Avdia shoots it off balance. A three. Not even close. Sixers have it, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it. They try to foul him. They miss him. They try again. They miss him again. And the Sixers will hold. Cardiac finish, but nonetheless, the Sixers get it done. A game that they needed. A game that they needed. We're going to break it down, everything that happened. But the 76ers advance after a huge win, 37-31. Huge win by the Sixers tonight. Much needed. Didn't give them a chance, and they came out, and although it was ugly, they get it done. And how about Q-Dot with the 30-piece? Drop the 30s for Q-Dot. Look, man, whether you like this show, whether you don't like it, you got to respect it. Our community is amazing. I appreciate every single one of y'all for holding it down on a Sunday night. 5 games we've streamed this week in a 7-day span. The grind never stops. Sixers get a win, much needed. They're now 6 games over 500. We're going to break it all down on the post-game show, but before we do that, man, you know what time it is. Play the song! Woo! Yes,
He's on fire!
Drop the W's in the chat, man.
He's on fire!
Sir.
Woo! Yes, sir. Big win. Big win by the 76ers. Much needed, man. Much needed. Much needed to end this week, especially going out west. Big win. We're going to talk about the good and the bad, how it went down in the final stretch. Am I happy that it went from 14 to 3 in the span of a minute? No. But tonight's one of those games. You think about who's not on the floor. You had to get it done, man. I didn't think they were going to do it, and they did. Credit to them. Second of a back-to-back, by the way. Not easy to do. That's what I like to see, man. That's what I like to see. So, we will break it all down, man. We will continue to let it rock, but the Sixers get a much-needed win, 109 to 103. I don't care how they did it. The fact is that they did it. Kenneth Jackson in the chat says, you're still the man, RB. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to all the members, the mods. Even though the mods didn't show up tonight, they were on vacation. Shout out to the community. Y'all are awesome tonight. Yeah, we got to break this down. We got to talk about all of it. We got to get into it all. We'll drop our link tree one more time. You guys can check it out. Drop a few of our other links. That was a fun one, man, for most of it. It actually was. Sixers had a grasp on the game. And we got to break down exactly what happened and a few things that I noticed tonight that I think could really help this team moving forward. And a few other things that that came up today that we have to get into. So, anyway, that is where we are at. Shout out to the chat. Don't go anywhere, guys. We got things to talk about coming up here in just a few minutes. Sixers Game Day Live, presented by National University, powered by the Prize Picks app. Postgame Live coming up next in just a few. See y'all soon. Yes, sir. What is good? Fifth game of a 5-game week. Second of a back-to-back. I did not think the 76ers had a good chance to win this game, especially after their 28-point collapse and barely squeak-by win yesterday against the Brooklyn Nets. But the Sixers pretty much manhandle the Blazers. They get it done in convincing fashion. And I have a couple big takeaways from this game. A couple guys that I have to give credit to that, I've been downplaying recently, because that's what we do here on Philly Take with RB on the Sixers post-game live show, man. When guys play well, we give them credit. When they're not, we hold them accountable. And the 76ers, considering everybody that was not playing tonight, considering how they played yesterday and what it looked like, and the fact that it's been a rough week, had a really convincing win tonight. And they got it done when they needed to. And we're going to talk about why and all that and more. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Drop a thumbs up if you're just tuning in with us. Let me know how you're feeling about the 76ers as they wrap up this week. Give me all of your thoughts in the chat. I promise we will read out your comments and we will get to them all. Before I get into my spiel here and give you my top reasons for why this game went the way it did, I got to let you know, man, that this post-game show is presented by Prize Picks. And we have to give a shout out to our great partners of the show over at Prize Picks. Ladies and gentlemen, download the Prize Picks app right now. Get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Use the code CLNS when you sign up. Like I said, Prize Picks is giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first 5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. You have baseball in the World Baseball Classic right now. You have basketball, of course, right? All season long. We have football. We have March Madness, which is about to get underway. I'm so excited to follow that with all of the great prospects. Every sport you can think of and more. Find your community on Prize Picks. They have the social feeds feature where you can share Prize Picks winner picks with your friends. You can copy lineups from winners with just a single click. And of course, you can get in on the stacks feature, which I said in the pregame show, right? You can pick a player up to 3 times in one lineup. Let's say you wanted to go with Quentin Grimes, who was on a hot stretch, and boy, did he deliver tonight. You wanted to take the overs and the mores on the points on, the 3-pointers, even though he only had 1 tonight, the assist, whatever. You can do that. VJ Edgecombe, you could have took more on the points and the boards and you would have won. You can pick all of them in the same lineup for one player only on Prize Picks. Get in on the action. Prize Picks is available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Once again, that is code CLNS. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks. It is good to be right. And if you banked on Quentin Grimes and Justin Edwards doing it yet again tonight, you were right on Prize Picks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about this game because, listen, man, they had to get this done tonight, man. I didn't think they could, but they did. And this game, I thought for 97% was controlled by the 76ers. Like, they came out of the gate and they played well. They moved the ball. The first quarter was amazing. A lot of transition offense, a lot of easy buckets generated. And then they kind of hit the reverse jinx for once. Usually the Sixers collapse in the third quarter. But tonight, they come out in the second quarter and they play absolutely terrible. They go into the second after some great energy spurts in the first, and they get outscored 27-23. And you're thinking, oh boy, if they already started bad in the second, imagine what the third quarter is going to be like. So anyway, they go into the second and collapse, and maybe it was like a smart strategy because now the 76ers go into the third quarter and they win it 29-22. So they actually had a good third quarter for once, and you see the results that helps produces. But let's keep it real, man. This was a very impressive win considering who was not on the floor. You know, a 5-game week, it did not look good at all. It was pretty rough, but to come away with 3 wins is really solid for this team and much needed. And I have to start by giving the credit to Quentin Grimes. He had 14 points tonight in the fourth quarter. He had 15 points yesterday in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back, I thought the Sixers showed a lot of energy as a team, and Q-Dot only had 1 turnover tonight. So we've been downplaying him a lot recently, but when it mattered, he showed up, and I thought he had some really tough buckets, and late in this game, he had a back-to-back steal and layup in traffic to stop the Blazers' momentum. You know, they go from a 14-point lead the Sixers do all the way down to 3. You're like, here we go again. Sixers collapse in lead. But I thought Quentin Grimes took the game into his own hands and made it happen, and he deserves a lot of credit. He was very confident. He was very aggressive. Then you have Justin Edwards, who drops 21 points, 9 for 14 from the field. Complement that with Quentin Grimes giving you a 31-piece, 11 of 22, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Those guys controlled this game. Justin Edwards had a big steal as well late in this game. Just a lot of heads-up play, and I've been saying it all season. Justin Edwards is a guy that I feel deserves more minutes. He deserves to be in that rotation. Just because a young player has an inconsistent stretch doesn't mean he should be taken out. VJ Edgecombe also hits the shot of the game, a turnaround fadeaway, the shot clock winding all the way down. He just had to chuck one up. But VJ Edgecombe has been so good in clutch moments this season, and he hits the big shot to almost essentially ice the game. And the Sixers get a couple stops and they make it happen. Also, shout out to Andre Drummond. This guy hasn't played in a few games? And Nurse calls upon him. He comes in, he gives you 17 rebounds off the bench in 35 minutes with 2 steals. I thought his energy was great. And it's funny, think about this game, right? The Portland Trailblazers shoot the 4th most threes in the NBA, and they're the 3rd worst at doing it. Actually, the 2nd worst. They shoot the 4th most threes in the NBA. They're the 2nd worst team at doing it. I don't know why they keep letting them chuck it up. But nonetheless, the Blazers have 2 bigs in Donovan Clingan and Robert Williams, who really can back down in the paint, get those offensive rebounds, and really make it tough for you. The 76ers won the points in the paint 60-36 tonight. And that is a major credit to guys like Andre Drummond, Adem Bona, Dominic Barlow, Trendon Watford. I thought the Sixers were very tough and very physical in the paint on both sides of the ball, and that is the mentality that they need to come out here and play with every single night. They had energy right out of the gate, and the Blazers just did not. And the Sixers needed every ounce that they gave to get this win, and it was a big-time win as they go into the week going on the West Coast. You know, they're 6 games above 500 now. It was very necessary. And I think this is a win, although it was not perfect. What can you expect when all the players are out? So they deserve a lot of credit. They get a round of applause from me tonight. It's been a while since I've been, really satisfied with a win. But I thought in the margins, the Sixers won this game, and they deserved to win this game. Couple other things I want to talk about. Cameron Payne, 11 off the bench. His little floater touch is just immaculate right now. Cameron Payne has really settled into being that guy off the bench. Now, again, still don't think it's as good as the alternative, which we'll talk about. But Cameron Payne is doing his thing right now. I do find it interesting that Adem Bona only played 13 minutes. So Nurse started Adem Bona in this game. You kind of think that Drummond would be the better matchup against Clingan and Williams. But I will give Nick Nurse credit because he kept riding Andre Drummond late in the game. Usually Nick Nurse will go back to his starters and he'll play the textbook, but he saw that Andre Drummond was having the type of impact that he did, and those are the types of coaching adjustments that you have to make as the game goes on. I mean, to have 17 boards essentially playing cold in this game is wild. And Drummond's a guy that we've criticized a lot recently. But to have 6 boards in the fourth quarter, 5 in the first, to have your impact on the game the way he did, I thought Drummond was huge in this game. And maybe this will allow Nick Nurse to trust him a little more moving forward, because for the last couple of games, we've been sitting here saying, listen, Drummond's pretty much quit. He's done. He doesn't want to be here anymore. You could see it in his body language. Matter of fact, speaking of body language, Matisse Thybulle, who's on the Portland Trailblazers, who's pretty much been forgotten about in the NBA, he's a perfect example of a guy I'm watching out there on the floor just kind of do cardio, run around. You're like, Thybulle doesn't even have the fire to play anymore. And that's something similar to what we've seen from Drummond lately. But Andre Drummond, man, he was fantastic tonight, and they needed every bit of it. Donovan Clingan leads the NBA with 4 offensive rebounds per game. Tonight he had 5, and Williams had 6. But I thought overall Drummond just dominated the game. I got to give a shout out to VJ with 12 boards as well. VJ was very tough. Although he did not start the game well, he was 2 of 8. I thought he was impacting the game in different ways. And again, even if VJ is not having a good game, this is something we saw early in the year. When you need that go-to bucket, even if it doesn't come together perfectly, VJ is going to find a way to put the ball in the hoop. There's been a lot of talk lately, too, of like, oh, well, VJ is kind of struggling. He's a 20-year-old. He needs to get better. And I thought VJ Edgecombe's answer in his press conference after yesterday's game against the Nets was really monumental to me. It showed me how much maturity he has as a 20-year-old rookie. He straight up went to the media and said, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've never really been double teamed that much in my life. This is new for me. It's something I have to learn from and get better at and adapt to. And VJ, I thought, was a little bit uncomfortable early in this game, but he really settled in as it went on. And 12 rebounds is incredible, especially when your starting center, Adem Bona, only gives you 6. Now, I will say, this was not all, sunshine and rainbows. I have to talk about Nick Nurse because, again, Sixers are up by 14 with like 5 or 6 minutes to go. And I'm questioning during the live show, why are you keeping the bench guys in? There is no way, shape, or form where Trendon Watford should be in over Dominic Barlow. I don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense. The Sixers essentially were giving up a couple wide open threes because Watford got caught ball watching on defense. And on the other side, it's not like Watford is like some crazy sharp shooting 3-point shooter. So Barlow was making an impact in this game. He was getting physical. There was a couple plays where he goes diving into the teeth of the defense. One time he got knocked down, a scary fall. Thankfully, he was okay. But Barlow had 3 steals in this game. It was just, we were getting back to the basics of Barlow, the grittiness, the little things he does that has made him such a promising player for this team. So Nick Nurse decides to keep Watford in over Barlow. Well, I don't even think Barlow played in the fourth quarter. And on top of that, it took him a while to get Justin Edwards back in the game. I think he had Marjon Beauchamp in the game for most of the fourth. And I'm like, what are you doing with these lineups? Thankfully, Nurse woke up in time, but again, these are the coaching adjustments that have to be made in real time. Otherwise, if you do this against a really good team, it's going to cost you. It's not going to come out pretty. So, this was a great win. We did see Tyrese Martin and Kyle Lowry for 5 minutes apiece in that second quarter where things started to go downhill. The Sixers, like the lineup that the Sixers are running out here right now, like, let's be honest, they're not that talented. A couple adjustments really helped today. Again, leaving Drummond in. And also on the flip side, a couple adjustments really hurt in that fourth quarter. But when things got tough, when the pressure was building and mounting, and the Sixers really, had to stop the clock and like figure it out, they gave the ball to Quentin Grimes. And a couple times in a row, he went downhill and he just found a way to maneuver, get fouled, get to the rim, and just had a couple nice, tough buckets. So as much as we have criticized Quentin Grimes lately, he deserves credit tonight with the way he took over in crunch time when he needed to. Like I said, 14 points in the fourth quarter tonight. And that was awesome. The Sixers, by the way, shot 25 threes in this game. Yesterday, they were 3 of 25. Tonight, they were 7 of 25. So again, did not shoot well whatsoever, 28% from 3. But when you look at the Portland Trailblazers, which is even more shocking, the Blazers shot 53 three-pointers in this game. They made 17. So the Sixers shot less than half threes than the Blazers, but they still were able to win. And if you go back to halftime, the Blazers were leading by 1, and I'm sitting there saying, man, the Sixers have outperformed them on the glass in transition, yet the Blazers are still winning this game. I was very concerned. But again, maybe the Sixers, you know that meme where the guy's like tapping his head like I'm brilliant? Maybe the Sixers just have to start playing bad in the second quarter. And then they come back in the third and they flip it around and do their thing. Like I said, the fact that they dominated the way they did in the paint against Klingon and Williams, I thought was the game changer. And they showed a lot of energy. I think this is what we want to see, right? Like you think about this Sixers team, and I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know down in the chat. Even with all these guys out, it's a tough watch. It's hard to win, and it's hard to watch in general. But we just want to see fight from the team. And I feel like from the opening tip tonight, it was way different than yesterday in the second half. And even I would say overall, since all of these players have been out, although this team is not that good, they've at least been fighting. They've at least been going down to the wire, trying their best to do different things. I've seen a lot more movement in the offense. I've seen different guys handling the rock, guys fighting for boards. There's been a couple second halves where they kind of just let out and give up. But I have seen some more fight, which is encouraging for the time being. Will it matter in the end? Who knows? But that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. And I thought, again, the Sixers really came together when it mattered at the end of the game. And, they got it done. And sometimes you just have to get it done no matter how ugly it can be. And especially to do this on the second of a back-to-back, I think is huge as well. So anyway, Sixers get a win. $5 super chat in the live chat from Riaz. Thank you so much. He says, RB, I loved the back-to-back wins. If Embiid is ready, he needs to play. I like going on the road. We are a better road team, hoping we make a playoff push. I would love to make a playoff push. I don't think it's that realistic right now. I think they'll probably be a play-in team. But it all can change in an instance, If Joel Embiid is healthy this week, right? If we get an update tomorrow, hey, Joel Embiid is going to be back for the West Coast trip. They're going out to Denver, then they're going to Sacramento, and then Utah. If Joel can play a couple of these games, then you're looking at this season and the rest of it completely different. Because after tonight, man, the 76ers only have 14 games left in the season, believe it or not. So, we're getting down here to the nitty-gritty. This is the final, the home stretch, So the 76ers need to find a way to get some of these guys back. Paul George should be back in, I think, 4 or 5 games. Joel comes back. Maybe you're talking now. We'll see. But the 76ers, as of right now, in these next few, they just need to find ways to rack up wins. And although it was an ugly week, to win 3 out of 5 games, I think was pretty impressive nonetheless. Now, again, they like to make it hard. They like to raise our blood pressure every game, and they like to, make this feel like the beginning of the season where every game they're doing this. But look, man, at the end of the day, I thought this was a really good win. I'm going to give them credit for it, especially when you consider who was on the floor. And I like where they're at right now. So we'll see what happens. Cool J says, yeah, the past 2 games, I thought the Sixers were going to lose because of how many people are out. One takeaway I got is the team fights until the last second. That's what they need. I mean, that's what you need for sure. But yeah, now you're going on the road for 3 games. So, and it's on a West Coast time change, which is going to be huge. So we've talked a lot about Quentin Grimes. We kind of know about him, right? But earlier today, there was a lot of talk, especially on Twitter. And again, I find it hilarious how I respond to a clip from the OKC Thunder. And it's gotten so funny nowadays where, there's people that every time Jared McCain has a bad game now, they're like, oh my gosh, did you see McCain? And they start tagging us and things like that. But before, it's like, if we say anything about McCain, why are we talking about him? We don't talk about his bad games. You know what I mean? So they're kind of reversing it now. But anyway, I want to talk about Jared McCain, and I want to tie it in to one of the 76ers players, because I just want to take a look at something from earlier. because I don't have much else to say about this game. But like I said, I want to tie it in to a 76ers player right now. Here's the correlation I want to make. We just talked tonight about how good Justin Edwards was, right? 21 points, 9 of 14, 3 triples. I know the team they're going up against, but he did it yesterday. He did it today. There was that game earlier in the season where Edwards was very clutch in the fourth quarter against a great defense in the Boston Celtics. I think the lesson to be learned here is the 76ers and coach Nick Nurse need to put more trust into their young players. And I'm not talking about for 5 games or one stretch or the other. They need to give these guys a longer leash. Jared McCain said it a week ago in an interview. He said, I wouldn't know which nights I was playing, what my actual role was. And it's almost like he was a bit timid to be himself, because if he missed a couple shots or, he didn't play well a couple games, he would get benched. We used to see the same things under Doc Rivers. But why do you think these other teams and these other coaches have these young players excelling? Sure, part of it's the system, the personnel, but it's also the confidence that you build up as an athlete when you get that longer leash. So I look at a guy like Justin Edwards and I think back to myself, why hasn't this guy been playing consistently all season? Sure, he's going to have down patches and really rough stretches, but he's pretty good. And we saw last season, even though it was a throwaway season, he showed a lot of potential. There were games where he had 15, 20, even I think 25 for the Sixers last year. And we saw some of that opportunity and that ability to be able to create a few shots, knock down threes, play pretty solid defense on the perimeter. But it just feels like he was never able to build up that confidence this season. So anyway, Justin Edwards is playing well, and I think that he needs to get more opportunity. Now, how do I tie this into Jared McCain? So here is what I reposted from the Thunder page earlier today. Once again, all of these reactions, 540,000 people watching this, etc., and interacting. So I just put out how to get a shooter open 101. And here is a clip where you're going to see a quick pass to set a screen. Hartenstein is going to dump it under the legs. Sure, maybe a moving screen, but just look at the play in itself. And they get McCain open, and look how confident he is on this jump shot. Jared McCain had 5 threes again for the Thunder today. He's been one of the best bench scorers in the NBA, and he has been a revelation for them. This is the type of opportunity he should have had here in Philly. That Joel Embiid dump it off, set a screen was like bread and butter for guys like JJ Redick and Danny Green, even Tyrese Maxey at one point. So this is a perfect play that can be run for a shooter like Jared McCain. This is how you get a shooter open. And I feel like we never saw it that much. I mean, this is money right here. This is a money ball. So again, I go back to this and like even some of the tweets that I saw today, like you should see what Thunder personnel and reporters are saying about Jared McCain. Here's one right here. Well, actually, this is Isaiah Joe. He says being in this position is not easy. Going from one team to another in the middle of the season. Going to a good team at that. He hit the ground running. He's a true professional. He works on his craft. And I think the organization does a really good job of making him comfortable being integrated into the system. His confidence never wavers, as you can see. So that's Isaiah Joe echoing exactly what I just said. Now, in addition to that, Daryl Morey will pay for the catastrophe that he called a fair trade. Jared McCain had all the talent and just needed the opportunity. The Sixers and Daryl Morey fumbled. Let's see if I can find any of the other ones. There was one I replied to earlier. Where's it at? Let's see. Here we go. The heist of Jared McCain from Philly will be studied in textbooks. That's what they are saying about the level of ineptitude in this trade. And I could have told you this back on February 4th when it happened. Oh, wait, I did. I told you it was a mistake. Not just because of Jared McCain, but again, just this overall theme where the Sixers don't give enough opportunity to their young players. And I feel like everybody thought like McCain was going to come back from a really bad knee injury and a thumb injury and just be perfect. But you know the talent is there. We saw it last season for that short glimpse. And he was starting to have some games the way he did. And now look at what he's doing, being very comfortable, being integrated into a system that optimizes his strengths. I mean, it should not be this hard, man. So anyway, that's what I want to say about Jared McCain. I think Justin Edwards needs the type of opportunity that Jared McCain should have received. Honestly, I think Edwards is a really good, solid, young player. I'm just being honest, man. So that's how I feel about the McCain thing. Let's see. I mean, even SGA's reaction to Jared playing the way he did was unreal. Jared, 5 of 9 from 3 today, 15 points in 17 minutes. Everybody knows it. So for the Sixers to say that they sold high is just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. SGA on how impressive Jared McCain has been to mesh this well with OKC. Quote, high character guy, really good basketball player, makes it fun to play with him. This is the MVP of the league saying this, man. I don't know how anybody can refute it at this point, man. I don't know how anybody can deny. So again, I'm not saying that Justin Edwards is the level of Jared McCain, but I just see another similar thing where if the Sixers do not play Edwards and give him opportunity to get involved somehow, some way, then it might end up the same way. Edwards might go to another team and start lighting it up. And we're going to say, remember when Justin Edwards sat the bench? And then people are going to argue, well, he's not that good, but he'll excel in another system if you allow him to. So anyway, that's what I wanted to bring up about Jared McCain. And Justin Edwards, I've been really impressed with the way Justin Edwards has played. Matter of fact, if we look at his stats, even last year, like in a limited sample size, he was a top recruit in the country. So you know the talent is there. He's only 22 years old, and he was undrafted out of Kentucky, and he averaged 10 points a game last year in 26 minutes. He shot 36% from three. He had stretches, where he was good and bad, but he had a lot of good games last year. Like, even if I go back and I look at his box scores here, late in the season, he had games of 25, 22, 19, 25, like he had good games, man. Had a lot of good games. He's a streaky player, but he's only 22, and Nick Nurse has to trust in these young guys more. Again, you can't like over allow them to be aggressive, if that makes sense. Like, you can't give them the entire reign of the floor and be like, go do everything. Like with Quentin Grimes, once he does that, he gets into like tunnel vision mode and he starts playing, erratic, but just put them in the right opportunities around the star players. So that's kind of how I feel. I liked the way that the team played tonight. Thought they had a ton of energy. Credit to Andre Drummond as well, coming off the bench, like I said, with 17. Campaign, I thought, gave him a spark. And the Sixers get a big win at home, where they are now 20-16 on the season. So let's take one final look at the NBA standings. If you have any thoughts, drop them in the chat. We'll read out a few more comments. But right now, the 76ers with this win tonight, they now go up by, 3 games now. They move back up to the 8 seed, and they are up 3 games on the Hornets from the 10 seed, and they are now a half game up on Atlanta, who, by the way, has now won 9 in a row. The Atlanta Hawks are on fire. So I don't know if that's a team you want to play right now, especially the Sixers, who can't beat them at all this year. They're 0-4 against the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if that's a team you want to see in the play-in. But anyway, 76ers sit at 37-31. It's been a very hard season to kind of estimate. But if we look at their schedule coming up, the Denver Nuggets, late night on Tuesday. Then the Sacramento Kings, late night on Thursday. And the Utah Jazz on Saturday. Then they'll come home to play OKC and the Chicago Bulls. And then 2 big games against Charlotte and Miami. Both teams that are in the play-in race. And then they'll have games against the Wizards, Timberwolves, Pistons, Spurs, Rockets, Pacers, and Bucks. So not the easiest end of the season. But who knows what the team is going to look like and who's going to be on the floor. I guess we'll have to see how it goes, man. But give me any thoughts you have in the chat. Once again, shout out to everybody for being here, man. PJ says, agree, man. The players need consistent playing time. I agree. Tobias George is back soon, says Ryan. Scum says, I miss it from Jared McCain. This is how the team works without Maxey and Embiid to ballin'. Scum says, I don't get how people blindly support the ignorant standpoint on Jared. It's ridiculous. It is. I agree. RB, it was nice to see Drummond back. He had a solid game tonight. I agree. Kyle says, it's all on Nick Nurse. Estelle says, last year, Grimes' potential, this year, dog. I mean, he has not been that good this season. Tonight, he was great. Yesterday, he was great when the team needed it, when somebody needed to step up and get it done, and that's what Quentin Grimes did. So we'll see what happens, man, but going to be an interesting week. I'm happy that they were able to get 3 W's out of 5 games, and they need to obviously get everybody back on the floor. So we'll see. But anyway, that is where we are at here on a Sunday night as we wrap up another week of the NBA season. We're halfway through March. I can't believe it. I mean, the Gauntlet March, which I felt like just started, is now halfway done. And it's going to be a final 14-game stretch for the Sixers that will very much determine what we see and where they finish and, you know, if they have any hope for this season. So we'll see, man. We do this every single game, guys and girls. Pre-game, live game, post-game. Make sure you follow all of our social medias. The link tree will come through in the chat. Make sure you check us out on audio platforms. Go to Audio, Apple Podcasts. Give us a rating and a review. Other than that, man, tap in every single game live with us. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. This is the Sixers post-game live show presented by Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use code CLNS. Get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Shout out to Prize Picks. Shout out to the chat, the community for holding it down tonight. All the mods, members, and more. Y'all are the best. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sixers win both of a back-to-back, 37-31. Drop your thoughts in the chat, and I will catch you all late on Tuesday night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. Peace.